Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube, join our cult.
Hello, welcome to a lovely, smashing, thrilling, gaping, cultaholic, classic,
Throbbing
classic SmackDown review. Yeah, you may notice, pal. There's
How you doing,
Oh,
Bob?
I'm doing all right, pal. As you can tell, nothing's different at all. Well, this is this is a brand new lineup.
So Ross has been sick all week. So
hasn't
hopefully by next week Ross will be feeling better again. So please do send him all your well wishes. And Matthew can't be here with us today. So once again, you've got me and Tom.
But Joel is here.
Joel is what you're here for.
Hi.
Joel's what you're here for.
Divine constant.
I was thinking this, correct me if I'm wrong, but this might well be the first podcast without any of the original three
It is, yeah.
Oh, wow.
in history since it started.
Oh,
It must be, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Gosh.
What a start.
Wow.
As we all now the original three.
I've taken
You're tying it to the original. This is you're like the Screech in Saved by the Bell, the new class.
Wow, jeez, yeah.
Just about in there.
I'm original by association.
That makes sense. It'll all be normal next week. Let's start with the news of the week, though. The champ very almost here. So there was a lot of uncertainty around the world heavyweight title. I don't know whether you heard, lads.
I don't know.
Seth Rollins got hurt.
Yeah,
did he though?
Just a little bit. But yeah, can you trust it? Can you trust it anymore?
Dee-dee-do.
TD-do.
Dee-dee-do. So there was a new world champion crowned at Saturday night's main event between CM Punk and Jey Uso, which we'll talk about in the wrestling news later on. But it was very nearly Jonathan Cena. Fightful Select saying due to the recent uncertainty around the world title picture, there were very major conversations about Wabadoo John Cena picking up a world heavyweight title victory before he retired. Now, he wasn't sure how far. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful wasn't sure how far these conversations actually progressed, but there's a proper what-if moment in there, lads.
He's got two matches left, right? So he can win the IC1, and then the World Heavyweight Champion can win the tournament, and he can beat them on his way out, and then he can just leave with both belts.
That would have been an idea.
Yeah, fair enough.
Done.
Yeah, when I read that, I was like, oh, that would have been fun. That would have been nice, but he's only got 2 dates, so it's like, well, what could he have possibly done with it? It seemed a bit pointless.
I guess unless it becomes like a world title, like you've got to beat Cena for it. But it is just crazy stakes at that point, isn't it?
Yeah. I like the quote as well. It said, very major conversations.
What would you describe, Joel, as a very major conversation?
know, but
what was the last very major conversation you had?
God, it's rare, isn't it, to have a very major... There's conversations, and then there's major conversations.
Because you just not long got back from your Holly Bob.
Yes.
So was there a very major conversation about your holiday? Was that a very major conversation?
I'd say it's a major conversation, not a very major is something serious. There must have been in like deep talks to describe it like that.
It's got to have been pretty high up the chain, and you've got to think that it is the type of thing that they would do for a moment, right? Because they don't really look at it as wrestling; they look at it as moments. So Cena winning on his way out or just before he's about to retire, it becomes like, oh my God, then what's going to happen with that? And then if somebody does retire Cena and he does go out on his back, they become champion. It's like a tantalizing prospect, isn't it?
More important, Sam. More important than that. What was the last very major conversation you had?
Well, there's been a few in my life.
I mean, there's one that's led you to the position that you're in now. I would assume was a very major conversation.
Very major.
Yeah, so like one's I think that's probably the last one I can. Yeah, it was 8 years ago. Yes, somebody slapped. Well, not even 8 years ago today. 8 years ago on September 11th, somebody slapped a paper down in front of me and went, "What's this?" Oh, brilliant.
There was a joke I was going to make there that was
I saw it coming.
Oh, I stopped myself mid-air. Matthew wouldn't have done.
No, Matthew would have went for it.
No. Yeah, we will touch on that in just a second as well. My last very major conversation. Well, we'll see. Stuff that we can talk about that isn't NDA afflicted. But my last very major conversation, obviously, I'm coming up to my first wedding anniversary, which is next weekend. That was quite a major, several major conversations around
That's
that.
a pretty big one. You're going to North Weekender for it, aren't you?
I'm not going to North
You
Week.
are.
No, Andrew
It's
Bowers.
a lovely honeymoon. Come
Andrew
on.
Bowers decided to book North Wrestling's biggest weekend ever. And I went, that's great. It's my wedding anniversary, so I'm not here. Last major one I had was just the other week as the clocks changed, and I had to have a very major conversation with my cat and explained to him it's not 5 a.m., it's 4 a.m.
Did he struggle with that concept?
Did not like it. He's like, I'm hungry now. Yeah, but you've got to wait another hour.
They operate on cat time unless you just sort of don't feed them.
Yeah. Then they operate on martial law. Okay, other news this week. The big story as the week's come to an end is around Ridge Holland, Luke Menzies, as he's known in rugby circles. He left the company recently. His contract was not being renewed. He announced it online. Put out a post on socials where he talked about how he felt like WWE had hung him out to dry after informing him that his contract would be allowed to expire on November the 14th.
After he got injured working at a partner promotions show.
Yes.
And is currently out injured.
Still,
and will be out injured when it expires. And then there's been another twist in the tail.
Yeah, so just to read the quote, I never thought I'd not be able to pay my mortgage. Feel like I've just been hung out to dry after getting injured working for another company on behalf of WWE. Add to that my contract not being renewed, knowing that I wouldn't be able to wrestle for 7 months. This is brutal. Yes, they are taking care of the surgery and physical therapy, but let's be honest, that's the bare minimum after what we sacrificed for the company, plus the possibility of having to get my neck fused too. Talk about getting totally effed. The word within WWE was they considered his recent posts a breach of contract, and the call was made to release him from his deal early. It was due to expire on the 15th. He was let go like 9 days early, and he won't be paid for that period, according to reports from Fightful Select. And also the additional twist to this potentially, lads, because if this is a breach at time of recording, it's not been confirmed. If this is a breach not dissimilar to the breach that Andrade had, it means that Ridge Holland won't be able to wrestle for a year.
Oh wow, I didn't think of that.
That depends if that's in his contract.
Depends if it's part of the contract that he signed.
Contracts are all different. Obviously, Samantha had a 2-year one, so it depends very much on the contract he signed. But at the end of the day, this is still like way out of line. I think it feels mental that somebody who's been on TV that long can't pay their mortgage because of what's going on, that they've been released while they're injured. And at the same time, it just feels like in the past, like making some tweets, they'd make you delete them maybe, but it just feels very like, oh, well, like, and then just kind of jumping straight in and going for the absolute maximum option, which is just kind of a massive slap down to him when he's already in a really difficult position. So I think it's just crap, isn't it?
Yeah, it just feels like cutthroat business, doesn't it? Just there's no sympathy there. It just sucks for him. Yeah. Like he said as well, what they've done is the bare minimum. Yeah. If they didn't do that, they'd get loads of slack and stuff. So they've just done the bare minimum,
legally
and then
are obliged to do.
Basically. And then other than that, it's just it sucks for him.
God bless that.
Do you think this could be, like because everybody warned us, like I'm not really in MMA spheres. I watch the occasional UFC event.
That. He's having a fight on Wednesday.
But basically, like I only dip in and out, but a lot of my friends are like, oh, well, yeah, now that TKO's got it, it's going to get a lot more kind of mental with that stuff. And it was like, and it's like, they just don't care. They will just...
Right.
So I don't know if that's sort of the new deal coming in or what.
Yeah.
God bless that mom and pop company who are just doing the best they can with the limited funds they have. We're sending our best to Luke Menzies in amongst all of this as well. No surprises for the Rumble this year.
Oh, Jesus.
According to Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer, pinch of salt here and there and everywhere, there is a feeling that there's going to be no Royal Rumble surprises due to the difficulty of sneaking planned surprises into Saudi Arabia ahead of time.
This is it. But don't they have a private jet?
They do.
Yeah.
So I think that this is just speculative, and it's very, well, you're going to see loads of people in airports. And it's like, yeah, but I'm fairly sure, given that it's like an event that isn't like the Saudi family's pocket, like funding this. So it's like, I'm sure there'll be a way they can sneak people into the country if needs be.
I hope so, because if there's no surprises in the Rumble, it's like, the whole reason you watch it, isn't it?
The only other way
you watch it.
The only other way you could do it, I guess, is to have some people come back like on the go home before they go away, and then kind of do a whole like, like, I'm declaring for the Rumble. But then if you've got like Stone Cold coming back or whatever, and he declares for the Rumble on like SmackDown or Saturday night's main event, it's like,
you don't want that.
No, you want the glass to shatter after the buzzer goes.
That's it, yeah. You want that moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're all about moments.
They say there's no way of sneaking them in, but I had a thought on this. Could we not hide at least 2 people in a pantomime horse?
Yes,
you could.
Because think about it. Because I was going to go, it's going to be hiding in plain sight. You're going to see a pantomime horse walking through the airport.
Yeah.
That's going to be Steve Austin and The Rock in there.
Or a really tall man with a big suit
Big
on.
show. Why has that horse got a rather large bottom? That could be how you
They could do that, yeah. The horses are allowed on planes, right?
They are. Last time I checked.
You can fly horses.
Yeah. Horse class, they call
Horse
it.
class, yeah.
They'll be like proper horse planes, I'd imagine. Genuinely. Like
horse planes?
Yeah.
Maybe.
If you think about
The
it,
whole
because of the
carriage is
storage,
filled
it's
with
going to
hay.
have to be basically like, it's going to have to be stables.
Yeah.
No, like you laugh, but like I've got equestrian people in the family, and the stuff that they have is mental. Like personal carriers and stuff for like just for horses. When you see these people, it's like, how much money does this cost? This is insane.
In the event of
You've got like a
emergency.
specific RV that has a horse in it. You can only drive it twice a year. Like, what is
Horse
it?
plane still. In the event of an emergency landing, a sugar cube will fall from. Please
very
fit
good.
your pit pony's sugar cube before your own.
Unattach your
And
blinders.
clip clop up the aisle using the lights provided. That'd be a thing. And also, we'll chuck this in the news. Happy 8th birthday, Cultaholic.
Yeah.
That was a
yeah.
little sneaky one, wasn't it?
Big boy years. I think it might have actually been the 4th, not yesterday. But
really?
I'll double check. But either way, 8
week.
years this week. It's pretty mental. So here's to 8 more. Here's to many more than 8 more.
That's crazy.
But time has flown. Time has flown. It's
my
nearly
God.
a decade.
Jeez.
So it's just class. Thank you for all your support. We wouldn't be able to do it without any of you. You know, each video you watch, each video you share, each person you introduce to the cult helps us grow stronger. We're at 914,000. I would love if within the next year we could break that million, but that's on you guys.
No pressure.
I'm not gonna do anything. It's all on you guys. But no, just seriously from the bottom of my heart, like I know there's been a lot of changes this year, especially. It's been quite scary. So thank you for sticking with us. And we're gonna just keep trying to make the most entertaining and informative content we can for you.
To address
well
the
said.
changes, yes, we are happy with the carpet that we put down in the kitchen.
And the new horse that we've
And the new horse that we had flown in. I said to with Sam and I do the classic night show review on a Wednesday, recorded on a Wednesday. It's already out now. And I said, what a treat it'll be on the 8th birthday of Cultaholic to have, and he took great offense to this, the past, present, and future of Cultaholic.
I was just like, past.
Elements of the past.
It's like bloody Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle being like, it's like, my time is now, old man.
I say that, of course, knowing that I'm 42 in January. If anyone's the past, it is me. And that is the wrestling news of this week, Paul.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
The mailbag, pal.
I love them.
Not the
They're
mailbag, sorry, the Hall of
fantastic.
Fame.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Where's
It's everyone's favourite segment.
Math does this now. Hall of Fame.
I love those spectacles.
Thank you very much.
They are
As
fantastic.
the elder statesman, I'm leaning into it. In condescending order. Hall of Fame results from last week. Chunkosaurus Rex. This was the big fat squirrel that Matthew nommed.
Of course it was. A big fat squirrel.
Big fat squirrel.
That sounds like
from the
Matthew.
Fat Squirrel Awards.
Yeah.
16%.
Oh, that is hard.
Yeah.
Ooh.
WWF Hasbro figures.
Oh.
This was mine. 21%.
Again, quite harsh. They're good picks as well.
Pooh Man.
Yeah.
The story of Pooh Man.
Yes.
63% of the vote.
We know what the people want.
The people want Pooh.
With that kind of name, it can't not win.
Can you do a Cliff Notes version of Pooh Man for Joel?
So just to quickly put this out there as well, I've had a lot of people message me speculating on where this bar is. The bar will remain nameless. So
God.
I'm very good friends with a lot of people who frequent it and own it and work in and around it. And so I don't want it to be tagged as the Pooh Bar. But it is in Newcastle city limits. But essentially, I hadn't seen my mate in ages, and he was like, oh, I'm on shift, so on my way home, like getting bobbing through town, and I was like, I'll call in, see you. Caught up with him because they'd been out on tour and stuff. And basically, as I turn up, there's a guy there. And he's being asked to leave, and he's got like a black eye, and he's got a folding bike, and he's sort of a bit like, meh, and he's a bit angry, and he rides away. And then the person who asked him to leave leaves. My mate starts shift. I pop in, and then I'm like, hey, chatting away. Half an hour in comes the same guy. Except now his pants are kind of like around his like thighs because he's been riding his bike ages. And he's like, I've definitely left my house keys here and stuff. My mate wasn't there when he was asked to leave, so he was looking. He's like, there's nothing being handed in. There's no bags. Yeah. There's no car keys. There's no nothing. And then the guy tries to grab this man who had a leg injury. He tried to grab his crutch, and he's like, oh, this is my crutch. So he gets asked to leave, but before he leaves, he sort of backs away from the bar as voices are getting raised. And he just sort of stands there a little bit and just sort of like looks at everybody like this. And then he leaves. And as my mate's sort of giving him the bum's rush at the bottom of the door, I just hear like, oh, and then loads of swearing. And then this wave of poo, this smell of poo just started hitting the room. And it was like, oh. So when he stood there and was like, fine, I'll leave. But it's like, I'll show you. So yeah, he did a poo, and then he came back as well. But we'll get onto that in a bit. Yeah.
Oh my God, the saga continues. Wow.
So that's the story of Poo Man.
I love it.
That now lives forever.
The legend of the Poo Man
in the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame.
You might bump into him too if you come to visit Newcastle, home of Poo Man.
Don't forget to leave a crutch and some toilet roll out for Poo Man tonight.
The Time Bridge isn't much to look at the minute, but there's still Poo Man.
Poo Man is there. Yeah. So because you won the Hall of Fame, Sam Driver, you get your pick first. So who's your nomination, or what is your nomination, or why is your nomination for this week's Hall of Fame?
So my nomination is, considering the resounding success of Poo Man. I was really wanting Ross to be healthy, to be here, to be like, what is Poo Man? But it's the continued adventures of Poo Man.
Oh, wow.
With this new sidekick, Paint Boy.
I was really hoping it would be Poo Girl.
No, it's Paint Boy.
Piss Girl.
Piss Girl. Come, Piss Girl.
So Poo Man, I haven't been around Poo Man since that incident, but Poo Man has been coming back to the bar.
Oh wow!
Looking for my mate.
Really?
And then the last time Poo Man turned up, he turned up with a strange fellow who was looking at all of the expensive things in the bar, and he was just covered in paint. Like, he was covered in paint. Like, I don't know if it was like a dye pack. I don't know what it was, but he was covered in paint.
What? Are you sure it was paint?
And he was like tweaking. And it was like,
Jesus.
It was like, oh. And so, yeah, the Poo Man is currently... He's deemed my friend public enemy number one.
Wow.
But he did turn up and he did again demand his keys and to speak to my friend. He was told very swiftly to leave, but Paint Boy wouldn't leave. Paint Boy hung around for a while and then had to be kind of asked to leave. So
oh my God.
I don't think he soiled himself, but the paint on... from what I've been told, it was like, have you seen Mad Max, Fury Road?
Yeah.
When they all chrome up.
Yeah.
It was like that. So I think he might have been huffing paint out of a sock.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gobsmacked.
He's got a sidekick.
One, he's got a sidekick.
Yeah.
But also, he would be allowed back in. I go, no, you pooed yourself. Leave.
I don't think it's a case of being allowed in. It's just that there aren't bouncers at certain bars until certain hours, so you can just walk in off the street.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, anybody sees him. I think Poo Man is banned on site, but I think it's the actually seeing him.
And by the sounds of it, there was no factual evidence that he actually pooed himself.
No, there's not.
No DNA sample. That could be anyone's poo, mate.
I just got
anyone's poo.
I just got all these texts going, he's looking for him. He's looking for him. He's come round. He's come round. He's looking for him. Still got a black eye. Still got a black eye.
Yeah.
Guy with him covered in paint. And I was like, please say you had at least had a cape on. And
the
it was
Paint
like, no.
Man is interesting.
Yeah, the Paint Man's like, I'm quite excited to see where this saga goes.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't end in death for my friend. But if it does, what a way to go. Death by Poo Man.
What a story, yeah.
So how are we putting this on Patreon? Poo Man 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I guess the continued adventures of Poo Man and his sidekick, Paint Boy.
All right,
wow.
Yeah.
Can't wait for part 3. Jesus.
It's heating up. Hey, you might get part 3 if it goes in the Hall of Fame. Okay, mine's less interesting. I'm nominating the Festive Bake from Greg's.
Oh my God.
It's back today.
Is it?
It's today.
I forgot about it.
I say
Oh
today
my
being
God.
Thursday as we record.
Right.
It's been out 2 days now. Hurry up. up. I got the Greg's app on my phone. You'll be surprised to see
48 notifications this morning, spelling out festive bake over and over again.
Last night it just went. The Greg's festive bake is back tomorrow.
I forgot about it. It's the best time of the year.
It's going to be a popular choice, Tom.
I've already had one.
Yeah.
I had one on the way in this morning.
No, I mean generally with the Hall of Fame.
Breakfast. No, but Continued Adventures of Pooh Man is what we're up against. That's the thing.
I don't know. I think festive bake is a winner with all communities.
I nearly put the Greg's app in there in itself.
What do you get off the Greg's app?
So the Greg's app,
so
for every time, for every 8 hot drinks you get a 9th drink free.
That's quite a lot.
Scan it.
Yeah.
I think it's 8. I've got it on my phone. I can.
8's a weird number.
I can tell you exactly how many.
I know you get like free coffee and a free sausage sarnie or something on your birthday. That's nice.
Yeah. So I've got one more savoury left to get, and then I get a free one.
Oh wow. My god.
I've done quite well over the years. So when Alex and I got married, we had Greg's at the wedding.
Yes.
So
nice.
we went on the morning of to order it from a Greg's round the corner, and I took the app with me, and we ordered I think it was 100 Greg's sausage rolls or something.
Jesus.
Put the app on.
And you've nearly got one free now for all of them.
I got half a sausage roll free. I ate like a king all December. It's brilliant. Yeah, and all the free ones coming. But there's a time limit. You have to claim them within a month. Break them down, me quick. The return of the Greg's festive bake. It is the most wonderful time of the year. I appreciate that Greg's waits until after bonfire night to do it. Because you got the Fenwick in Newcastle, where the Christmas shop's been open for weeks already.
Yeah,
you've got Heart that have already started their Christmas radio station.
It fills out slowly. Does Fenwick's Christmas floor? I'll not have any slander. It's my favourite place in the world.
We've already bought baubles from there for this year.
Baubles from Fenwick's.
Yeah,
you take out a remortgage or something.
Little cheeky payday treat.
I bought Christmas cards from there once. It was a pack of 5, and I didn't check it. It was 20 quid, and I just stood there with this queue of 30 people behind us, and I just went, guess I'm paying for them.
Yeah, you're in it now.
Cutting out your own liver.
Have you been to the pub yet, the Greg's pub?
Oh, yes.
Is it good?
A couple of times, really good.
Yeah.
Took my mum and dad there when they came up, and we sat at the bar at the Golden Flake.
Nice.
It's really nice. It's really nice. But I'm nominating the return of the festive bake.
Oh, can't argue with that.
Joel!
I'm going to nominate a European beer.
Okay.
Specifically the sizes you get of European beers.
Oh,
because it's class abroad. I've just been to Italy, and the size of beer over there, it's not just a pint or a half pint, which we have over here. It's you can get small, which I didn't dabble in small.
Yeah.
But you can get a medium, which is I think it's 400 ml, which is slightly bigger than just a standard bottle of beer.
It's 2/3 of a pint or
something.
Yeah,
which is the perfect size for a beer. Because it's the perfect amount. You drink it and it's still cold. There's not those dregs at the bottom.
Doesn't go flat.
It doesn't go flat. It's still got bubbles. I just think we need to adapt to the way they do it. Because then you can get a large as well, which is 800 ml, I think, or something. That I had, which is a pint and a half.
Yeah,
and that's great as well. If you want to feel like a big boy, you're I got a big beer, like a king. And then there was a
Germans
liter.
walk in, you can just match their energy straight.
And then there was a liter size one, which I didn't have. That must feel pretty good as well.
No, they
swing that around.
It's been years. You'd have loved the Cardinal's hat in Worcester, where we used to get liters of Heinfelder, and they were big stone liter jugs.
Yeah, that's what I want. I need to buy a Stein for home.
You're getting up to the season. Every single shop has a big Stein set for Christmas.
Yeah,
and then if you wait till Boxing Day, 27th, you'll be able to get that for a $5, and it'll be this big.
Yeah. I want a massive one.
Nice. Did you have a lovely holiday? Because we missed you.
Yeah.
It was great. Italy is a place I wanted to go forever, and I've never been, and so I went with my girlfriend, and we just had the best time. Pricey. We spent a lot because we stayed in some nice places and we ate out every night. We were just moving around. Went to Milan, to Florence, to Lake Garda. We did a little triangle, but it was class.
I've heard Lake Garda's unreal.
It's mad. We got dropped off in a taxi into where we were staying. It's a little town, but it's built around a castle. So the taxi dropped us off and he was right, you have to go over the drawbridge now. So we had to walk over the drawbridge to get into the town. This is incredible.
So good.
It's mad. Yeah, it's so good. I loved it.
So your nomination for Hall of Fame?
European beer sizes.
Measures,
yeah. European beer measurements. Okay, so there are your nominations. The Continuing Adventures of Pooh Man.
Can't compete with that.
Greg's Festive Bake and European Measurements of Beer.
Hell yeah.
You can nominate them on our Patreon, and you can support us on Patreon by becoming a Patreon producer like our friends Reno 220.
He's from the future.
Noah Anderson. There's a new one in here. Is this a new one?
It's a new one, but an old one.
Okay. How does this jingle go?
Oh my god.
Should we make a new one?
Wait, no, I got it. Na 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 na. Take two.
Nice. Levi LaRue going in for the kill. I'm doing it for the thrill. Jimmy Gillan, the best a man can get. And Nova Chrono. No, Nova Chrono. Could be you next time. Patreon.com/Cultaholic Pal.
This week in the wrestling. It's this bloody week in the wrestling.
This bloody week in wrestling, pal.
Bloody hell, pal.
It's been a lot of wrestling. I don't know whether you noticed this day to day, lads, but it's a lot of wrestling.
I feel like that's just the norm now.
Yeah.
It's too much wrestling.
There's like 48 hours of it a week, and you just got to absorb it all.
Yeah.
And this is what we have absorbed from the wrestling this week, pal. We started off with SmackDown on Halloween. The spookiest night of the week. I wonder what they'll have the Wyatt Six do. You know, the resident spooky faction. I'm sure they'll be busy tonight.
Oh, well, one of them is.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
One of them is.
One turns up and stands there.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Spooky, though.
What's pretty spooky, yeah.
Spooky Tiffany Stratton called out Spooky Jay Cargill.
Cut the damn music.
Whatever music this is, you cut it.
I said, cut my music.
One day you'll be able to say it once and they will listen. She wants Jay Cargill because Jay Cargill knackered her
fairness,
knee.
it is a scramble. I've done the whole cut the music. I'm like, pressing every button. Go, which one is it?
I'm picturing you backstage just going, oh God, it's trying to stop this.
Now it's playing the next one. It's spoiling the show.
Cut the music. We're going off tonight. What is that in there? Cut my music. Come on, join the phone. Here we go. What is that in there? Nick Aldis comes out and says, no, Tiffany, you are cleared with caution. Cleared with...
I can't remember what
She's not cleared to compete on SmackDown. She's cleared for Saturday night's main event, so she must remain that way because she's already been cleared for Saturday night's main event.
And
so
nothing
there's no
else.
Guarantees. If you get hurt now, there's nothing we can do about it, basically.
Yeah. So, but Jay Cargill comes out to goad her into a fight anyway.
Dressed like Catwoman. She turns up dressed like Punisher, and then 2 minutes later, she's dressed like Catwoman.
Got some cool outfits.
Yeah.
She must have come from a Halloween party and then thought, I bought 2 Halloween outfits. I'm going to wear
Got to show them both. Got to show them both.
Wearing them both. She goads Tiffy into a fight, telling the world that, and I quote, taffy time is over. Taffy time is up.
That was unfortunate. Taffy time.
Taffy time.
I thought this was crap. I gotta be honest, it wasn't great. I love Tiffy, especially in the ring, but I don't think she's a very good talker, and neither is Jade.
I think they're both getting better, but it's sort of Jade especially. It felt a little bit just kind of like ooh. But I don't know why we couldn't just see them get even a little bit physical, just to kind of up those stakes a bit. It just felt a bit like, oh, I've successfully mind tricked you. And it's like, you've just annoyed her. That's all you've done.
Pretty much, yeah, they're not bad. They just sound, when they're taught, they're just like, this sounds scripted. This sounds like they're reading something they've memorized.
It wasn't. I like the living, breathing organism type thing. Like she walks past camera as they're talking to the commentator. So it feels a bit more organic than play my music. I'm going to go out there for an unscripted
that is a good way to start the show, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, whoa, what's going to happen
bit
here?
Different, but like I said, big crap. Ilya Dragunov defeats Nathan Frazier in the United States Open Challenge. Ciampa tries to take the opportunity, bum rushing for Axiom, but Dragunov sends Tommaso to the back for being a naughty boy.
I missed his music, Ciampa. You don't hear him much, do you? No one will survive. Oh God, it's great. I forgot about that.
Got really excited. I thought, is this a singles push for Ciampa? That's another story for the day. Dragunov busts his forehead open, head-butting Fraser at one point.
And Fraser's chest is turned into basically like Artec wall.
It is a brilliant match between these two. A heart-stopping near fall off a Phoenix Splash for the challenger.
Lovely Phoenix Splash.
N comes with a powerbomb and an H-bomb. Dragunov to retain the title. Ciampa attacking Fraser post-match. And a DIY Fraxium Dragunov melee ends up spilling backstage. And when the dust settles, there's Tama Tonga holding the US title.
Yeah.
My favorite bit of this entire thing is as they come back through the curtain, Ilya's just shouting, "What is going on? Stop that!"
Yeah.
He's like the dad of SmackDown.
He's like
now.
Nick Aldis. Yeah, it's weird.
You're all being silly. Your thoughts on the match, Joel?
Great match. Great match that did exactly what it meant to do. Both men doing great work. Lovely quickness from Fraser. He looks really good. But then you got the brutalness from Ilya with some lovely looking chops and Germans. Great match. I love Dragunov as US champ. I think it's a great way to reintroduce him into the roster after he's been sidelined for so long.
Oh, for sure. I think that it basically still had that element of doubt, even though Dragunov is like obviously an incredibly capable performer. He is coming back from something very serious, and it did feel like Fraser at points was taking him to the limit, and it was like, okay, so like now you're champion, now you've committed to an open challenge, now you got to keep hold of it. So I think it's going to be this strengthening story for Dragunov, or we might see a kind of shock upset, and that'll lead to a wider feud. But I think especially Nathan Fraser or Fraxium generally should be doing as much single stuff as possible, as well as being a tag team, because they're both exceptional.
Yeah,
so it's like just
good.
throw him in there. Yeah. Do whatever you want with him.
But Tama Tonga seems to be next in line in the US Open.
Well, Ciampa will have something to say about that, won't he?
I think so.
I hope
Yeah,
so,
it was just I thought Dragunov's a big match machine.
Timmy Tingles.
Of course he is.
He might get something out of Timmy Tingles.
His matches feel different as well, don't they? They feel brutal. They feel different from everything else on the roster.
Long may that remain as well. Carmelo Hayes beats Kit Wilson. New singles music and new Tron for Kit Wilson sparks speculation that Pretty Deadly are pretty dead. Which is, I'm devastated by because I love their theme.
Commentary at one point kind of talk about the old ways, and that was sort of fueling a lot more of the speculation as well. It was put to rest by Kit Wilson later on in the weekend, I think. It was sort of like, no, I'd never leave that man. But I think it's quite clear, obviously, he's doing something else. But it's all, exposing toxic masculinity. That's his whole thing. I liked him gobbing off loads as he was just laying in strikes and just shouting toxic at people. And Corey does a really good job of just getting over this new sort of streak within him. So I'm cautiously optimistic, quite excited about it.
Are you cautiously optimistic, John?
I'm into him. It's nice to see him wrestle. I feel like we haven't seen him wrestle in ages.
It's like I love Pretty Deadly, but it's like if
he's not there,
then I still want to see Kit wrestle.
Yeah, same. I think he's just kind of there to be a good enhancement talent, though, to put other people over. Yeah, which he's really good at.
But it's a valuable position to be in, I think, because the amount of times you need someone like that who's very capable,
exactly,
and you can put into nearly any situation. I think that you can slot him in with most characters if this is his new kind of side, like coming out of him. So he's just naturally going to work with a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Miz, however, is going to work with Carmelo Hayes going forward. His interference doesn't stop Carmelo from landing the first 48 on Wilson and getting the dub. Miz dropping Carmelo post-match with the skull-crushing finale, declaring their business isn't done. The feud must continue.
Yeah, so it's not over till I say it's over, because Mello obviously tried to cut things short.
I wish he had.
You excited? You excited for this?
No.
Hayes versus Miz?
Well, let's just, why do they just keep kind of going, we're not done? Why are we not just finishing this off and letting all these guys move on to other things?
It happens a lot with a lot of stories in WWE, doesn't it? Oh, you thought it was finished? No.
There's worse people, I guess, to be stuck in a holding pattern with than the Miz, but it does feel like Miz is often just shoehorned into these kind of like, I just work it out.
It feels like they want to get Hayes over, but
God,
I just don't know if Miz is the way to do it. There's something that's just not quite clicking with Hayes yet. I don't think.
And it's sort of like when they put them together, I was like, is this to try and maybe refine his Hayes's charisma a little bit in terms of directing it toward the more character driven side of stuff.
Yeah.
But it does feel just kind of like they've been just sellotaped together and gone, go on then.
Yeah.
And it's like
and work. And
pretty much.
But either way, that's carrying on. The feud will continue. Alexa Bliss beats Nia Jax. Charlotte caught Bliss as she fell out of the ring late into this match because they're friends.
Oh, the
besties.
Besties! She caught her like 15 times. Nia just kept going, like Mo throwing Barney out of the tavern. And then he's like, and then turns around, and then there's Bliss again.
There was an odd move where Bliss kind of did like an X Factor motion on Nia Jax, and Jax just kind of sat on her bum. I didn't quite know what that was.
I don't think she knew what exactly was going on.
Didn't
It was
know
a bit
what
odd.
they were
the Nia ass drive on the ropes, and then she walks around doing the yes gesture as well, which is really weird.
Yeah, well, why not?
She's having a lovely time. Charlotte distracted Nia Jax as she went for the Annihilator. This gives Bliss a chance to hit a baseball slide drop kick and stack her up and get the win. And Nia Jax is livid, like, I've feuded with these two for so long, I just can't get rid of them.
Just a little bit miffed, but was it? I think earlier in the show you get that little. I think it's like the first backstage after the opening. You get that moment with Charlotte and Alexa kind of going like, "Well, she says that we're not real friends. Well, I'm going to show it. I've outgrown her." And I'm like, "Okay, well, is this going to be a one and done?" Or, no, Nia is angry. Okay,
Yeah,
right.
Nia's angry.
We're just waiting for them to turn.
I can't stand them. They do my head in every single
What is your problem,
segment.
Joel, with the power of friendship?
I've got nothing wrong with the power of friendship. It's just I don't know. There's something about the way they talk. Their promos are just like, get away from me. I don't like it.
Like initially when there was a lot of tension, I was like, yeah, okay, I can see this kind of like just they can work together, but eventually it's going to bubble over and we're going to get that classic Flair style turn on his own partner.
Yeah.
And it was like, right, so no, you're just mates now. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that eventually.
You would
but
think
it's
so.
Like, yeah.
They could do it the other way as well. Bliss could turn on Charlotte because Charlotte is getting pops.
And this
in a
has
minute.
been Charlotte's sort of, I guess, not to use the word redemption, but like redemption in the eyes of the audience after that back and forth with Tiffy. There was all that negativity around Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then the Bliss thing came and everybody was like, is this going to do anything? And it did. And I think it's been a nice reset for Charlotte. And I think that people have seen a different side of her. But I think that, in time we need to... Yes, it's great. They're gonna elevate those tag belts because they've needed it, and it just needs strong lineage as best we can because it's been one of those belts we've talked about from the get-go where it's like it feels like an afterthought. So at least it doesn't feel like an afterthought at the minute.
That's true.
But it's sort of like I'm just waiting for that next big story beat where it's singles.
It is working, right? People do like them, and if it's not for me, but you can't say it's not working.
No.
JC Mateo and Tammy Tonga.
Tammy Tonga. Little Tammy.
Of the MFT male fungible tokens. They defeat the Motor City Machine Guns. A lot of interference by MFT in and around this that leaves Chris Sabin open for Tama Tonga's cutthroat for the win. Post-match beatdown from MFT gets interrupted by Ray Phoenix, who had a little bit of a squabble earlier on with Taller Tonga.
Oh, he slapped him, didn't he?
Fun little bit backstage. Phoenix is like, I don't want to fight you, to Solo Sikoa, and then walks off. And I thought, that'd be really funny if Phoenix doesn't come back. And then he came back
actually climbs on a little box.
I think it's a chair. I don't want to fight you big boy. So therefore, as the MCMG are getting a beat in, here comes Phoenix, here comes Shinsuke to try and even the sides, but they get clattered.
Didn't do much. Yeah.
Didn't do.
It was a quick match, wasn't it? Not too much to say. Feel a bit sorry for the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah,
it's just here to build MFT up, innit?
That's it. But I think that they're legends and they are going to hold the titles again. So if we can use them in a way to get people to resonate with this story more, than great. But I don't want to see repeated sort of squashes for them. The match itself, though, I thought it was quick but serviceable. It's everything you thought it was going to be. It ticked every box. So I was like,
give us a traditional Survivor Series match.
No, they're boring.
Yeah,
Put a cage around it.
I'd love that because any other time, because if you didn't live in the War Games era, you know when sometimes you go, "I'd love a War Games match," as we have done for years, and then Paul, you don't want me in the photograph, Levesque has gone, "Oh, you want War Games? Have all the War Games ever!"
Loads of them.
Too many War Games. Oh, you don't want them now, do you? So I wanted one.
Yeah.
You've given me 9.
It don't feel special anymore.
No, I'm full now.
It'd be nice to
War
alternate
Games now.
the like men's and women's matches as one is War Games, one is a traditional 5-on-5.
Yes.
But I just don't think the audience would resonate now with a 5-on-5. It's weird, like, because I think they would, if it was built right. I think
WWE don't care about them.
But I think it'd be nice to at least get one. If we're going to continue to have 2 War Games matches, it'd be nice to at least get one traditional one with some decent stakes on each year's show.
I miss it because the War Games just don't feel special anymore. It's like we've kind of seen everything you can do in a War Games.
The Hell in a Cell
match.
problem, isn't it? Where it's like once it's every year, it's like, you're just conditioned for it now.
Yeah.
Nothing's surprising.
Yeah, that's it. I miss the 5-on-5.
Especially when Triple H was on the going, oh, well, you know what? If you have a Hell in a Cell at the same time every year, you build to it rather than using Hell in a Cell as a special event. Well, you do that with War Games now.
Shh. War Games is better than Hell in a Cell. I invented it.
Look, how many times do I need to prove to you I watched the NWA? I remember Georgia Championship Wrestling.
As he sat in his office stroking the original NWA title.
One Harley Race had that. He washed Happy Humphries' bum. And Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre do a little contract signing for their title match at Saturday night's main event. Drew decides he's not going to sign it after agreeing earlier that he would, feeling like that it's all weighed in the favour of the champion, even threatens to walk out. And I thought, wow, we could get Cody versus, I don't know, someone else.
But this is it's like the ultimate like parent fake out that Drew does here, where Aldous is like, well, there's plenty of people back there that would love this opportunity, and look at you squandering it. And he's like, all right, then get one of them. And he just gets halfway the ring, and Aldous is like, Drew, stay there. You called my bluff.
Cody agrees to make the title able to change hands on a count-out or a DQ, which is what Drew was belly aching about. Drew then goads Cody into a fight by talking about his daughters.
Yeah.
And Cody's like, I'm going to beat you up now. And hey,
he starts, though, by trying to nail him with the title.
Yeah, if he does that on Saturday, he'll lose the championship.
That's it.
Don't know whether anybody picked up on that. Drew leaves Cody laying with a big old powerbomb through the contract signing table and promises to become WWE champion, but then he holds the title up, which, as we know,
is the best luck you can have.
No, because that means you won't win it.
Wrestling tradition says that if you are at an event, you just touch it, you just pick it up, and you go, yeah, as long as it's not yours. If it's yours, it's got to go around your waist because you're not allowed to touch it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Drew was quite funny here.
Yeah,
he was a laugh, like, yeah, fine, whatever, I'm not signing it. He knew that it's kind of smart because he knew that Cody would agree because Cody's like ultra babyface. I don't care what the stakes are.
He's like rah super babyface America.
But in hindsight now, Drew looks a bit dumb because he just still can beat him. Yeah, as we'll get on to. But
I liked the line from Drew where he says, yeah, but like he's kind of running down Cody for being a bit of a liar. And he's like, but look at me, like a foreigner who's now an American citizen, like I'm the real American dream, and it's the way that just sticks in Cody's craw. It's like, yeah.
Liked it. And it leads us to Saturday night's main event 24 hours later that opens with Cody Rhodes retaining the WWE title over Drew McIntyre. Drew constantly trying to goad Cody into a count-out or a DQ situation. Reference Ryan Tran quite a lot and some of his dubious decision-making as referee. Not really been, has missed some key moments in matches, particularly involving Drew.
They're giving him the Nick Patrick storyline from WCW. Yeah,
he's just but will he be in the NWO as well?
Maybe
Ryan Tran is in the NWO.
He reveals himself as the only member of the current.
Cody takes a hell of a bump through the announce table and barely gets back into the ring before 10. Cody also almost collides with the referee at one point. Now this was an interesting bit where Cody ran towards the corner to do a springboard cutter, but the ref was in the way, so Cody slows down.
Yeah.
Cody then maneuvers around the ref, but then by that point he's lost all his momentum. So he kind of just tries to climb up, then seems to injure his knee and goes, oh no. And I was trying to figure out whether this was either Cody going, oh, if I touch the referee, then I'm disqualified. Which they had referenced earlier, or whether this was genuinely the referee was just in the wrong place and they kind of tried to cover for it.
But this was it because like I liked that Drew was using the referee and bending the rules as much as he possibly can without breaking them in order to weight things against Cody. Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's he's the Scottish psychopath. Actually, that's really good. That's really cool. So if that was sort of all triggered by a little mishap, that's even better. But like,
I thought it was done on purpose.
Yeah. I was sort of sitting there going, like, I like this sort of idea that Cody might just walk into something without even realizing. He's got to have his wits about him. He's got to be on it. And then he decides, no, I don't need to do anything fairly. Boink. and then boink, and then he wins.
Yeah.
Well, ultimately, that was kind of sort of where we went in a roundabout way.
The double boink, yeah.
The old double boink. Ref gets taken out, and Cody cheats. He DDTs Drew onto the WWE title, thinks about it for a second, then goes, sod it, bang. Yeah. Then hits a crossroads, gets the win. Oh, Joel, are we getting Homelander Cody now or not? Is it time?
Not now. No, yeah. Maybe another year. I think I like the Cody resorting to heel tactics, but it is, it's just going to be slow, very slow increments, and then eventually he'll turn. But I think it's still a while off.
Well, I was thinking, because how long's Jacob Fatu out for?
I don't know.
Not as long as we thought.
Because originally when that was going to be a long time, I was like, Cody's going to have done this, isn't he? And it's going to build slowly, and it's going to be more hypocrisy. Because it was even mentioned on NXT this week, the hypocrisy across the board with the viewership and the performers. But this idea that Cody is trying to disprove everybody, and he's like, no, you've all got it out for me. I'm the innocent one. And then if you reveal that, it's like, God.
That would be great.
Yeah.
But I'm desperate to see a Cody heel.
I just don't want it to come with him selling his soul to The Rock, because I think the idea to do that is naff.
Yeah, don't do that. Keep The Rock out of it. We've learned.
Keep him away.
Yeah, decent match. I just feel bad for Drew.
Yeah.
His credibility as a main eventer is just it's going down, isn't it? You can only have so many losses. He's been in these matches so many times and he hasn't won once. He needs something.
And there's only so many times you go, he's a former champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's always in this scene now and he doesn't win at all.
Because he became, for a long time, one of those guys that isn't damaged by a main event loss, but now he's starting to become one of those guys that might be.
He just feels a bit like an idiot.
a
little bit.
But I think you can spin it, if they can book it in the right way, you can spin it that Drew's sort of losing his marbles a bit.
Yeah.
And I think that if Drew becomes so tapped that he doesn't really care about wins or losses, he just wants to start hurting people, you can lean more into it. So the losses don't so much matter in the build up to that. But once he snaps, he's got to start winning. That's the issue.
That's it. Yeah.
Jade Cargill in N64 terminology performs hard grapple 19 times to defeat Tiffany Stratton to become the new WWE Women's Champion. Tiffany.
Wow.
Stratton's knee is bollocks throughout this, and Jade does some very cool moves. Choke slam, a rotating sort of Wonderworld slam.
Yes.
Busting that out. Torture rack drop onto the apron. Torture rack slam in the ring for a near fall. And then when she's unable to put her away, and when Jay powers out of a swanton, Jay just goes power bomb, power bomb, power bomb, power bomb, power bomb. Jay did. For God's sake, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Jay Cargill wins the title.
Made sense, right?
Yeah.
A comprehensive win, just dominated the entire time.
Nuclear weapon after nuclear weapon after nuclear weapon.
She's needed it. And I think that it's a case of now it's just you've got to run with it, and we've got to do the most we can do with it before Bianca returns.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I think that, Jade for me would always work better as a heel in my mind. Definitely. And I think that having her be there, she sort of fills a gap that's not quite there as well, where you just have, you've got a couple of powerhouses, but you don't have like a really domineering, horrible powerhouse there.
Yeah.
And if she can become that's golden.
It's kind of surprising it's taken this long for him to turn a heel.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
But they really tried to get her over as a babyface.
Yeah, but it just wasn't working, was it? I think she's still got a little bit of a ways to go, but being a heel hopefully gives her a bit more freedom. Let's be a bit more natural. I think it's a better suit for her.
Yeah, and I think if you can bounce off crowd reactions with, as you said, a lot more freedom and everything else. So hopefully it'll be the making of her, right?
I think the Bianca match will be Mania.
I think so. I think at this point in the year, let's do that at Mania.
We got a report saying Bianca was like the injury was maybe worse than thought. I think, didn't we? Where it's she's broken her hand or fingers. But I think one of the reports said, they really need to be sorted. So it's like there's a lot more serious stuff got to go into it. But if she can be back by Mania, and again, we might be receiving like Chinese whispers sort of things down the line where it's all being kind of put out there, so you don't know what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
But I think when Bianca does return, it's going to be a massive moment.
Back for the Rumble would be nice.
No surprises.
Oh, damn it!
No surprises.
What a bit surprised.
What all of them just come in wearing giant Sesame Street outfits. That way, nobody bothers them in the airport.
Yeah,
and then nobody knows who's under him.
Yeah,
or they all turn dressed as Tony Schiavone.
Except for the one that's clearly Braun Strowman and his beard sticking out underneath.
Unmasked and it's Asuka. Oh! No surprises here. Dirty Dom Mysterio retaining the Intercontinental title over Rusev and Penta. Well-built match with these three, and we get a little old classic Eddie Guerrero when Dom throws the chair at Rusev as the ref turns around and goes, who's going to hit me with the chair? And then the ref goes, it's no DQ, mate. You can do what you like.
Silly.
Rusev then batters him with the chair. This leads to Penta super kicking Rusev into the chair and then hitting a Mexican destroyer off Rusev's back onto Dom.
Lovely stuff on it.
A very creative finish. It sees Rusev put Penta in the accolade. The bell sounds and Rusev goes, hooray! I have won a belt. Eat that, Tony Khan. But it was Dom ringing the bell.
Scott just going, yeah!
I loved his shocked face afterwards. He's like, oh.
Shocked and then just angry. He just obliterates Dom around the ringside area until Dom throws him into the steel steps. End comes and Penta swings the bell hammer towards Dom because Dom brought the bell hammer into the ring. Penta swings it towards Dom. Dom ducks. Rusev takes a bell hammer to the face. Dom dispatches Penta, hits a frog splash onto Rusev, keeps the belt. This was fun.
It was a fun match. I think it was everything it needed to be. And you've still got Rusev trudging around Raw really angry after this. So I think it was a weird one when I initially looked at it on paper in like the build-up, but then sort of looking at it and watching Dom use any tactic he can to sort of distance himself. And then his really bad ploy last week where he was like, oh no, like, I have nothing to do with that, as he stood next to the Americanos. And then he's like, I had nothing to do with it. Oh, like you thought that like I sent them down there and then they're going to get all distracted by those guys and won't want to like come and challenge for me anymore? And he's like, no, they're just angrier at you, mate.
Yeah. Crowd felt alive for this one. Dom is just so over, isn't he?
He's
unbelievable.
He's unbelievably over. Put the world title on him. Let's do it. Come on.
Like, honestly, I think if he loses the IC, goes back to Mexico as mega champion, and has a good run of like high profile matches there, that's a world championship. So it's like essentially if he can build like a decent run of matches there, there's nothing stopping him coming back and going, oh yeah, why did I want the IC belt? I want that one. And then
want that one.
If he goes up against Punk or he goes up against whoever, like it depends obviously where the lay of the land is, because there's the magical mystery, might happen, never happens, sometimes happens draft. But by the time we get there, it could be any layup, really.
Absolutely.
We get a video package with John Cena announcing the Last Time Is Now tournament.
Yeah.
A 60-man multi-brand, multi-promotion tournament where maybe some faces who don't even work here could turn up.
Everybody immediately went, Edge!
Well,
Edge,
then WWE leaned into that. Did you see what they put on their YouTube channel about 23 hours ago? The best of John Cena versus Edge.
Oh, really? God, what a lie.
The best of Edge. The best of Edge saying, "I'm sorry, I can't. I'm under contract."
That won't be a thing.
There's no chance.
No chance.
Jericho?
Jericho's a possibility. Yeah. Jericho's a possibility.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna put if you're gonna put Jericho or Edge in the tournament, they need to win the tournament.
But
they won't let him win the tournament.
Yeah, I don't want to see Jericho retire Cena.
Part of me also thinks they're going to do the people that don't even work here. It's going to be TNA and AAA.
It'll be
Joe Hendry.
Yeah, I'm going to say it'll be Joe Hendry. Maybe Javon Evans.
Hendry,
like that.
oh man, like if Hendry somehow gets to the end and is the man who retires John Cena,
Jeez,
I think I will just cry for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'd just be sat there going like, "Is Joe Hendry dead?"
I think he'll be in it.
Yeah.
I think they'll go, Joe, you're not going to fight John Cena, but how's about being in the tournament to nearly fight John Cena? Is that good? And
that's good enough.
Let me get one thing straight. And then comes to the main event. CM Punk becomes the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, defeating Jey Uso. The story, to many surprise, is Jey Uso's gas tank. He got paggered in this one, and Wade Barrett went out of his way to point it out to everyone.
Point out loads.
I can't believe how tired he is.
But to the point, was this after the kind of weird sort of mistime on the move?
The neck breaker.
Yeah, the neck breaker.
It was. I think I seem to remember saying it before.
Yeah, I think it was before.
Yeah, because I remember
like straight away.
There's been a lot of conversation though, I guess. About,
he's tired.
There's been a lot of conversation about Jey getting blown up on his entrances though, so I think that might tie it to it. But at the same time, like it was weird after that mistime that you then had Punk kind of go like, and then he goes and gets a bottle of water not long after, and he's pouring the bottle of water over him like, come on, like wake up. And it's like,
Yeah, so those two bits in question, yeah. So Punk goes to give Jey Uso a neck breaker. You've seen it on Twitter by now.
He just over-rotates.
Just over-rotates, and then Punk kind of stomps him, which is obviously the way of covering for the fact that, Jay's trying to counter the move. But everyone's going, Punk looked genuinely annoyed about it. And then the water bit came after he'd hit him with a GTS, and Jey rolled out of the ring. So in storyline land, you can go, Punk's trying to wake him up so we can get him in the ring. But probably, as you're saying, like, he's clearly tired. They also kind of lean into it by saying, like...
he's clearly tired.
He's clearly tired.
You went, he's clearly tired.
He's clearly tired. He's clearly tired, Your Honor. He's having a good sleep. They also lean into it a little bit when it comes to Jay's influence on Roman Reigns. We all know how Roman Reigns loves a nice slow walk around the ring 20 minutes into a match.
That is true.
Which benefits a man who has a smaller lung capacity. And they play on the fact that Jay's pulling from Roman's playbook a little bit. Jey Uso hits a GTS at one point. Punk recovers immediately and hits the worst spear I think I've ever seen.
It was bad, wasn't it?
Wasn't it bad?
That was bad, yeah.
It was a proper like falling hug, wasn't it?
Yeah. I guess you could argue that, he's just had the GTS hit to him, so he's not quite with it. They do that spot that they did at the Punk Seth match where he hits Jay with a GTS.
And then off the ropes.
I'm just going to lie on you. What are the odds? But now that's become part of like the Punk move set because they did it once and Jay countered it.
Well,
and then
it's a good way to sort of like show, I guess, ring awareness in like a wily veteran. It's like, you can use the momentum of him even leaning forward to do something. But
yeah, that's true. That's true. That second time is successful. It gives Punk the win, and he becomes the new world heavyweight champion. What do you reckon, Joel?
It just it was all right. It didn't. I know it's been unfortunate with the world title scene and the injury and stuff, but it just didn't really feel like a big deal. It was just Punk's got it. All right. I was just like, I don't know. It didn't feel like I thought it would feel, and the match itself was quite sluggish, bit sloppy, very formulaic. It was just like, okay, this is how it's going. He's won. Yeah, fair enough. It didn't do much for me.
Didn't feel big, did it?
No, I don't think so.
I think it was it was a victim of the rest of the card running, not necessarily at 100 miles an hour, but running on all cylinders. And then it sort of hits this main event, what's supposed to be a very story beat heavy match. And then it's kind of, it's sort of where the wheels fall off or the car runs out of petrol and it just sort of gently, slowly just rolls into the parking space at the end with him holding the title.
Yeah.
And I think it was... I don't think it was necessarily as bad as I'm seeing some people say it was, but I think it was just a victim of its placement on the card. I think had that opened, it would have been still a very long and winding weird opener, but the rest of the card would have been unaffected. But at the same time, I think it did what it needed to do. But I agree with you that it didn't really feel quite as big as I thought it was going to feel.
I mean, they're unfortunate because obviously you think it would have been Punk versus Seth. They would have carried that story onto like Mania, and then he would have big payoff at Mania. But they had to.
It's just another big like what if in it.
Yeah. But I just wanted him to put the belt on Braun. Yeah. Instead of Punk, just get it on Braun.
Let's just move straight into that.
He's ready, right?
He's ready to go. I don't know why you don't do that. I guess they've gone. That's maybe a moment that we don't want to burn.
The way that
Punk's the safe choice, and he's the safe choice.
We'll get onto it in a little bit. But the way that Braun is on Raw kind of suggests that he doesn't really care who's holding the belt. Yeah. He wants that belt. So it's like I think we're going to see Braun just constantly be there in that picture until it finally happens, but please sooner rather than later.
With that, we do move on to Monday Night Raw. There's Sam and Andrew in the opening to Raw.
Who are those two handsome lads at the opening of Raw?
Look at those handsome and kind gentlemen reacting to CM Punk's slow match.
Is it Andrew goes like, he did it, and I'm just going,
he did it.
Imagine if they put this in the next week's opening to Raw, where they show recaps of that match, and you going, didn't really like it. It's a bit slow.
We need to, oh my god!
Yeah.
I don't really like it.
We need to get clips out there that they can put on. Oh my god!
Yeah. Let's all react like we really enjoyed it. Oh wow! Here's Punk. He comes out to start the show, and he gets confronted by first Logan Paul, and then by the Vision. We get to briefly see what a Logan Paul face turn would look like, because Punk and Logan Paul have their bit in the ring. Out come the Vision. And we have a nice little bit with Paul Heyman and Bron Breakker going, hey, that title's mine, and which is what we're saying. Like, that's where we're going. Yeah. And CM Punk goes, hey, look, Logan Paul, it's either time to fight or you can go. And Logan Paul goes, "Oh God, I'll be off." And as he gets out of the ring, he gets shoved by Bron Breakker.
Like a school bully shoving him into a locker. It was like, wow.
Be happy to see.
Yeah.
But he bangs his head on the...
He does. I was watching it and I went, ooh.
Which I was also happy to see. And consequently then, Logan Paul decides, after thinking about it, I'm going to get in there as well. We get a little pop for Logan Paul here.
Yeah.
A little pop for Paul.
They can make you cheer for him. They can do it.
I wasn't buying it. No. I wasn't cheering for him. I just thought, Logan Paul, Jesus Christ. It was annoying that when Punk was cutting his promo and he was listing off the names that he could face, just all these teasers of matches and stuff, and then, it's Logan Paul. Oh, what are you doing?
Then it was Punk's own response to Logan's music. He's just like, come on, no.
He was offended.
And then he tries to like pot him off. He's like, Ilya's got a US Open. Go do that.
Yeah.
Go do Ilya. And he's like, well, I beat Styles. So you say Styles, I'm in that circle.
Yeah, he's got a point. He's got a point.
My favorite line of the whole thing was when Heyman's voice just cuts them off. But Heyman's kind of shuffling down with the Brons, and he said, "It's like you talk about a king without a crown, but all I see is a bitch without an owner." And then it's like that was directed at you, YouTube boy.
I like Paul. I'm nervous of Paul Heyman because obviously he's so used to saying Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
I'm worried one day he's going to introduce Bron Breakker and just forget where he is briefly. Bron Breakker.
But at least it starts with the same three letters.
Yeah, but you got to
he's got a bit of time to go. Oh crap!
Yeah, but you've got to really use that time to power through the muscle memory. Really concentrate. Stephanie Vaquer and her best friend Nikki Bella fall to the Judgment Day here. They're best mates for life. They give us the classic bum touch crossbody, which is
nice.
Ross's move of the week. Rodriguez gives the champ an electric chair drop when she goes for the devil's kiss on the hardest part of the ring.
Oh, huge boo though for the first attempt at a devil's kiss that gets thwarted.
Yeah. I would like Stephanie Vaquer is such an accomplished wrestler, but she's gone, anytime I just threaten to bounce my booty, that's all I need to do now.
It's a deadly move, Tom. It's a deadly move.
It's deadly to my marriage.
You know what a wrestling ring's made out of. You're driving someone's head in there with all the force in the world. Don't worry about how it looks.
If you're looking at where their face is, then we're in the wrong group chat. This leads to
I'm here for the sports part of sports entertainment. Damn it!
Good for you. Perez pins Nikki Bella after Pop Rocks. Big win for Perez over Nikki Bella. I thought this was a serviceable match, Joel.
As did I. I always like it when the experienced and established tag team beat the put together one.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Even when you've got
cohesion.
like two solid workers on the other team as well.
Yeah.
Like it's nice.
And I like how they're keeping Roxanne and Raquel strong because they've been booked really well this year.
Yeah.
It's surprising that they haven't gone for the tag titles or whatever, but this is to build up Roxanne or Raquel getting the title shot. I think Raquel's
getting it on Raw on Monday.
It seemed at first like they were teasing Roxanne to go after the belt, but now they're doing Raquel instead, which I'm not against.
I think Roxanne will still get it, and I think we'll get a Roxanne Liv Morgan.
It's still all kind of devolved down to a bit of a fall apart at the end. Like everything went a bit sideways, but yeah, it keeps them strong, and I think that. Yeah, that's got to be the match, isn't it?
Yeah.
Liv versus Roxanne.
I thought Nikki looked pretty sharp here.
Yeah, she did.
Good performance, and I think they're going the way of teasing a little Bella heel turn maybe now.
Oh, it felt that way.
She just keeps losing.
And there's a crisis of confidence later on in the night, which Stephanie Vaquer kind of talked around. Like, oh my God, you're my best friend.
You're my best friend. I'm a little bit rusty. I can say it, but Wade Barrett can't.
As she walks off, you can hear her squeaking. She's like the Tin Man. So Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella fall there in an attempt to be gender neutral and gender equal. El Grande Americano, he's got a lovely bottom, and he beats Penta. El Americano tried to use the secret metal plate in his head. He doesn't beat Penta, by the way. He loses to Penta. Americano tried to use the secret metal plate. Rio and Bravo interfere. I've noticed they started calling him Rio, and I thought Rio and Bravo was the joke because it was the Rio Bravo.
R-A-Y-O, it is Rayo.
Yeah.
Rayo.
Okay.
So the joke is still Rio Bravo.
It still works.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
It's like Rayo. I assume it's a Spanish word.
Yeah.
And they announced that Bravo is spelled with 5 R's on commentary.
Yeah.
Bravo! Bravo.
Penta super kicked and Mexican destroyed Americano to get the dub. Grande falling to Penta here. Thoughts on this one, Sam?
I loved the bit where El Grande Americano tied Penta to the rope, and then Penta just kind of moves his head because he didn't tie the knot off properly. He just did the first part of a knot. Penta just kind of does this, and he's completely free. And it was like he just gets up. And it's like, but no, I think I didn't think I'd enjoy El Grande Americano, but it's slowly becoming one of my favorite bits of poo-housery going. And really what is wrestling, if not at its best, when it's all poo-housery?
Yeah.
The metal plate thing, I remember initially being a bit like, yeah, I can see that, but it's just, I enjoy that we see so much El Grande Americano at the minute. I think Rayo and Bravo as well. I just don't know whether are they just going to keep adding Americanos?
No, I think Rayo and Bravo, I think, is all you need, I think.
No.
I don't think you need any more.
Viano's had like 6.
Unless you bring in Omos as Grande.
Oh, we could do
We've already got a Grande, haven't we?
Venti. Yeah, was it like the super strong machines, like back in the day? Like we could, like the Machines tag team where they all wore masks. And then you had Giant Machine that definitely wasn't Andre the Giant wearing his normal ring gear, and there was Hulk Machine wearing a mask.
Definitely wasn't them.
Yeah. Good match. I love both these guys. I think they just need to stop spinning the wheels with Penta and actually do something with them now.
It does feel like we've got to kind of bite the bullet, and everybody wants obviously the Lucha Bros. But at the minute that would require a draft, and the draft, who knows? So
Phoenix is willing to tag with everyone on the roster but Penta.
Maybe they just hate each other in real life.
Maybe.
I like the idea of conversations backstage and them going, "Oh, Andrade's left the company. Phoenix needs a tag partner." Oh. Penta, do you know who can team with Phoenix? Anyone but you.
And it's just like, have you still got Big Show's number?
Yeah, Penta, have you got Paul White's number? Give him a call. Rey Mysterio confronts his son, Dirty Dom. Dom's out to put over how brilliant he is, and here comes Rey. Rey can't get through his promo.
Rey, however, Mustache Rey.
Mustache Rey. It is Movember.
Yeah, Mustache Rey.
Copied his son.
It's Movember.
Yeah.
I would say it's Movember, and that's the excuse. I'm sticking to it. Dom claims to be the king of the luchadors. Rey draws the line at that. He says but Rey can't get through the promo because the crowd are chanting for Dirty Dom.
That's mad.
It's what a twist in the world that we've seen.
It's when Dom says, because Rey's like, how dare you? You're disrespecting like our family's legacy. You're disrespecting the entire sport of lucha. Do you seriously think you're better than like El Santo, Blue Demon? And then essentially Dom just goes, yeah, I'm better than El Santo, Blue Demon, Eddie, and you. So it's just like, oh.
But as Rey drops Eddie Guerrero, Dom goes, keep my father's name out of your mouth.
That was amazing. That was such a good line.
Magnificent. Rey's not going to stand by and let his son disrespect Lucha Libre. This becomes a fight. Rey hits a 619, doesn't get the splash because Dom scurries off. Yeah. Give us that in the main event of a show at AAA.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think we're going to see it for a protracted run, and I believe this might be where we finally get Dominic cutting the head off his own family.
Oh, God, a bit violent.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like I think this could be where Dom finally goes, all right, put up, shut up, hair versus career or something.
Mask versus
And then if it's
career.
Lucha de Apuestas, then I think that like you could either shave Dom bald or Rey retires. And then Dom is ultra heel forever now. Yeah. But people are still going to cheer him because he's cool. So he's technically ultra face.
Yeah.
So
God, Mask versus.
But I think Dom retiring Rey would be like just poetically perfect.
That would be brilliant. Yeah.
Well, Rey has said many times that's what he would like it to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I didn't know if it was going to lead to Rey versus Dom for the IC belt or for the AAA belt.
Well, some have said it might be the former, but I prefer the latter.
I prefer that.
Well, the thing is,
makes sense,
if Rey did a run in Mexico, I bet it would sell really well.
Of course.
And I think that if Rey took the title off Dom, then goddamn yeah. But I think eventually, at some point, maybe a year's time or so, like if Dom retires his dad, then yeah. That absolutely
is exciting.
And then he can start wearing his dad's mask to come out in, and his entrance when he's a face, and everybody go.
Yeah.
I see what you did
there.
there.
He takes it off to reveal, I'm actually Eddie Guerrero Jr.
I'm actually Eddie Guerrero. What? I've got so many questions. That TikTok was real? Becky Lynch addresses the WWE Universe. She stands on the announce table. No
she
intro.
Just runs in, yeah.
The man has come around.
Yeah.
Whoa! Gives it some stick to the New Mexico crowd.
She's a bit stressed at the minute, bless her, by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
She's just like, this and this and this. I'd put up with this. And it's like, yeah, okay.
The hot husband's at home. The vision have gone to pieces. The refs are crooked. Maxine Dupree keeps beating me. This New Mexico crowd are rubbish. The only thing cool out of New Mexico is a show about how much meth you do.
Timely reference.
Reference. Yes, I also enjoy Downton Abbey. She warns Maxine Dupree the next time she's in the ring with her, it'll be her last. I've enjoyed the Maxine Becky stuff.
Same. It's built nicely, hasn't it? When is the next match going to be then? And do you think Maxine will win it?
I kind of would like Maxine to
would be
unseat
nice,
Becky, because Becky, especially the way as she's gearing up to end the promo, she's like, what is it? You survive by being good, but I'm not just good. I'm the best. Like, I'm the best of the best. So it's like, I think leaning more into that if Becky gets unseated by somebody she disrespects, and I think that's even funnier.
Should just go crazy off the handle, yeah. Good promo, wasn't it?
Yeah,
really
I
good
thought
promo.
so. As she heads to the back, the Kabuki Warriors come out.
Yeah.
We get a little stare down between Asuka and Becky. Don't you threaten me with a good time.
I wouldn't mind seeing that again. Yes,
Yeah,
please.
run that back. This leads to the Kabuki Warriors beating Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Really fun match here. Finish comes with a malfunction at the junction. Bayley gets knocked off the apron by Lyra, who was pushed by Asuka. And Lyra tries to fight back into this, and she ends up falling into an Asuka lock. And the Kabukis get the win via submission. Oh, Lyra and Becky, they're so close, but they can't quite get it together.
Yeah, really good match this. Really good match. I think Lyra might be my favourite women's wrestler on the roster. I love her. She's so good. She's so charismatic and funny.
I didn't really get her.
Yeah,
and then
I didn't.
The more that I've seen her, the more I'm like, oh god, like I've like slept on this for so long. So it's like I need to. Yeah, it's like I really want to see her in a prominent position soon. But I'm enjoying this kind of. She's going through such a tumultuous time, and now with Bayley, and it's like she doesn't know what she's getting out of that partnership. And then at the end, it was Kabuki Warriors circling her. And then it was obviously Flair and Bliss came out to kind of even the odds a bit.
Yeah.
But
now that she's less of the bird lady,
yeah,
and now she's just like kind of like an everyday kind of. She's really relatable. I don't know what it is about her, but I like her. And the Bayley stuff I'm really into. It's good fun.
Anything with Bayley.
Yeah, Bayley's great. Bayley looks sharp here.
In the men's tag division, AJ Lee retained their tag team titles over the Judgment Day. Dirty Dom, at the insistence of Roxanne Perez, goes out to offer moral support for the JD.
Well, yeah, because they have a go at him for not. It's like, well, where was our invite to your celebration? And it's sort of like Dom putting himself before the Judgment Day. They're a bit miffed, so she has to sit him down on the little couch and go, look.
Come on, Dom.
Somebody's got to be the bigger man,
Dom.
and it should probably be you.
Calm Dom.
Calm Dom. But yeah, he ends up going out about 2 or 3 minutes in with the shillelagh, and he just puts the shillelagh nicely by the titles. Yeah.
And then we, because the shillelagh got nicked last week on Raw, didn't it? Sheamus's lovely shillelagh.
Oh, did they take it?
I think they believe they did. Yes. But in amongst the match, Dom goes to hit AJ with a title belt. Sheamus appears to stop him, and Shamo batters Dom. Amid the chaos, AJ hits a nice Styles Clash onto JD to retain the titles. Obviously, we're getting Ray and Dom, but then again, we talk about the IC title in all of this. I think a lot of people say, Ray versus Dom for the IC title. Let's now do Dom versus Sheamus for the IC title.
Won't mind that.
No, he can't do that because Cena's got to win it.
Won't mind that either.
That's fine as well.
He's in a lot of pies at the minute, Dom, isn't he?
He's
He's a popular guy.
He's very good. That's why
he is the most popular filling available in America right now.
Would you enjoy the world title match?
Yeah.
Tag team title match.
I think that it sort of did everything it needed to do. It ended in a bit of chaos. I got to see Sheamus, and anytime I get to see Sheamus, I'm happy. So I think that I kind of want the Judgment Day to maybe start falling apart a little bit.
I feel like I've been saying this for years.
Or at least, if not fall apart, then a bit more kind of going on with the individuals. Because I like them as a unit. This is the thing, is I like them as a unit. It's just, I kind of want, when he was stood there and he was like, Punk was like, there's all these people. And then he deliberately sort of calls out Finn Balor more than he did other people. And I was like, oh man, yeah, give me that. Like Punk versus Balor would be,
that would be good.
I'd want to see that.
That'd be nice. It does feel like we've been building to Dom versus Finn for ages.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'll happen now. Because like you said, Cena versus Dom, is that the plan for the IC belt?
No.
That's another idea that we've heard floated.
Yeah.
But now Dom's going to
the one that's eluded him, right?
Yeah, that's it. We've not got long left to find out.
No.
A month and some change left of John Cena.
Until he comes back in early 2027.
No, that's it. He's done. He put a thing on Facebook to say he was done.
Look,
so please buy the $9,000 tickets. I'm definitely done.
Yeah.
If it's just him coming out in a suit and then he tears the suit off and he deals with about 5 heels and there's just magically a referee runs down and counts the 3, even though it wasn't announced or promoted as a match, it's not a match.
In case
It goes 40 minutes. It's not a match.
If you're going to John Cena's last match, right, keep your receipt.
It might be.
If he does another match, you have a refund.
I think that he literally will just retire, but at the same time, it could also just turn into the Kiss retirement tour from like 1996.
Just keep coming back.
And Kiss have retired, but now they're playing gigs in Vegas. They've retired like 7 times.
Nah, I think
He retired from Newcastle.
I think Cena. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see him again.
I think he might be one of the only wrestlers to actually, because we used to always say, well, Bradshaw retired, never came back. Bradshaw started popping up, and I think that you might still see Cena in and around things.
Yeah.
But I think that it'd be interesting if he was just the first guy to kind of go like in a long time, just go, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like done.
Stone Cold was one, and then
Yeah.
he came back. HBK, he came back. And there's like, no one does it. No one does it anymore. I think Cena will.
The main event is The Vision fighting to a double count out with CM Punk and Jey Uso. Jey had so much more fire tonight, probably because he was used less and he'd had a good night's sleep. He got the hot tag quite late into this one that turned the tide. Ultimately, all 4 men brawl outside the ring, leading to a double count out. Logan Paul, after Jey Uso gets taken out post-match, Logan Paul appears. And looks like he's going to stand alongside Punk and fight the baddies. Yeah. And literally, as they go, Paul turns and punches Punk right in the face. This was almost perfect. At one point, as they stood there, Logan Paul does a quick glance, like a glance just to make sure he's in position at Punk. Yeah. It takes nanoseconds. I go, that's what he's doing. Right. I think if he hadn't done that little glance, I'd have been extra cool.
Because I thought it was done quite well.
I read the glance as like, are you ready to go? Like that kind of glance, like, are we going to do this?
It was something about it made me go, he's going to club him.
The timing of the punch, though, was really
good, though. No, I really enjoyed
but
that.
But then he hands the brass knuckles to Heyman after some confusion. So it's had that not happened, I'd maybe be sitting here going, it's because they want similar things. Like they've both taken advantage of a situation here. But then when he handed over the knuckles to Heyman, I was like, oh, well, so is he actually now fully fledged Vision? Like, what is this?
Yeah, it's kind of like saying, I belong to you.
Yeah,
now.
it's like you
I'm giving myself.
Have my thing.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it. That he's now in the Vision, and it's like kind of replaces Seth Rollins in that role, and that was kind of like the kind of reaction I had. I thought, well, you know what?
Well, they bang on about how he's the future of the business.
Yeah.
So now here's your first big sustained potential storyline. Run with it.
And if you're worried about the Vision getting cheered,
I was just about to say
that'll stop you.
Guaranteed way that they'll get booed. Yeah.
They put him out in front of everybody for 5 minutes while an advert's on, so that when the Vision music plays, the cheers just aren't loud.
Yeah. I don't know. Logan Paul with a Vision. I just hope that Braun wins the title before Logan does.
Yeah, I think Braun has to, but I think it might be that we see Logan become a bit of a whipping boy.
Yeah, I don't want Logan to be like
I don't want to be like
front
cool,
and center. Yeah, cool guy.
Because he was terrified of Braun. Like when Braun squared up to him and shoved him, he was scared of him.
Yeah,
so it was like he needs to kind of be in that position if he is going to be fully fledged Vision.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be interesting to see him kind of being the yes man, being like, yeah, no, I'll do anything for you. Like, whatever you need.
Yeah. So I don't love it, but I'm interested. It could work. I'm interested to see where it goes from here.
Yeah.
On to NXT. We are bouncing off from Halloween Havoc to the week. Fatal Influence beating Tatum Paxi, Izzy Dame, and Lola Vice in the opening trios match. Paxi has become a sensation as a singles babyface.
Yeah.
And I think it's been a long time coming. I think the crowd have been ready to cheer Tuesday Adams for a long, long time. Tuesday Adams. They chant Tuesday Adams at 1.4, and I go, I like that. Tuesday Adams. She's got great babyface fire as well. She gets a hot tag at one point, and she just looks like she immediately belongs. It's great.
Booker T having a whale of a time opening the show here in this match as well. He was, he's already, we all know he's a catchphrases machine, but it was
he's
like,
a pervert.
It was just non-stop with him.
Yeah. Incredible flurry of moves near the end that all just flowed like a fine wine, but ultimately leads to Izzy tagging herself in, which Tatum Paxley was quite surprised by. But ultimately, she gets walloped immediately with the rolling encore as she goes, "I'm tagged in, it's okay." Whoop-ah! Rolling encore, eats a 3 count from JC Jane.
She's like the sacrificial lamb because she sees the move come in and then she gets in and she shoves her out the way so that she can take the loss and that she can be. So that's how I read that. Was like, oh, she's kind of walked straight in there knowing she's probably going to be laid out. So it's like, right.
Yeah, I took it like that as well.
Yeah, and then obviously in the little bit later on when they're kind of backstage going like, you can't just do stuff willy-nilly. Like, you know, like, so it's one of those.
It feels like she's controlling Tatum to be like, right, you've got the title. This title belongs to us, though.
Yeah.
So we've got to keep it. Stop open.
It's like she's like a talent agency.
Yeah. She's taking her own bookings everywhere. I'm doing Butlin's Minehead. No, don't.
For contractually, we're going to get sued.
Yeah.
They said they'd give me Claw Machine from the arcade for free. It's broken, but we can fix it.
Tatum, Tatum, we've got your gig in Vegas. No, don't worry. I've already booked the Christmas light switch on for Telford. No! Tom Campbell had that gig. Kalani Jordan addresses the NXT universe. This is baddie. Kalani Jordan now. She's better than all the other women in the locker room.
Well, they kicked her out of the locker room.
Yeah, that's why she's better than all of them. Rude. As Kalani Jordan addresses why Dom and Cody are allowed to cheat with their title, but when she does it, it's a problem.
Yeah, you all boo when I cheat.
Yeah. She says fans only care about women with fat asses and catchphrases, to which I say, fair.
Yeah, it's pretty on the money.
Looking at you,
you've seen how our YouTube comments have gone.
You got me there. Caught in 4K. She's not going to defend the Knockouts World title at Gold Rush at the theatre at Madison Square Garden. That is until TNA Director of Authority Santino Marella makes a Zoom call from his hotel room to tell her, no, you are defending against Lei Ying Lee and Jordan Grace in a triple threat for the title.
That was a bit later on, wasn't it? Because we had the bit with Ava as well, where Ava was like, well, you can't tell me what to do. You're not the head of TNA.
You're not the boss of me.
And then Ava was like, oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you can't, but I can. I can tell you what to do. So I mixed that up there. That does come later on after Kalani Jordan's match, because we have Tanya May Steele challenging Kalani Jordan to a match. Hey, you've been ragging on the women's roster.
Yeah, you've been running your mouth.
You are.
And then it's like, I think it's Ava's like, well, let's see how you fare against an Olympic champion. And it was like,
Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's back.
Coming out looking like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle still.
Amazing.
I thought it was a decent promo from Kalani.
I thought it was really good.
She's not been the best in the past at talking. She's really good in the ring, but her talking's been quite stiff. But I thought this was good.
I think the timing, her timing was really good on the promo. I think it's just the confidence that will come with time with more of these.
Yeah.
It felt that at points, there were points where she was really giving it the welly, and there were points where it, I guess, could have been a little bit more subdued. But again, that's like really minor. And the big takeaway here is that she's improved massively on the mic. So this is hopefully going to be huge for her.
We have Grande Americano.
He's back.
He's back.
He is.
We
Popping
just
up
can't
everywhere.
get enough.
Yeah,
like
fair
Depeche Mode. And he picks up a win over Josh Briggs, who is now being guided by a smoking skull on his shoulder.
That's his thing. It's
like
weird.
that. I really like that.
I wonder if somebody else with smoking skulls is going to find issue with that.
You mean...
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, famously.
Just trying to think of the rest that had a skull on them. Skull and A-Ball from the Disciples of Apocalypse. Whoo! Stretch. Briggs overpowers Grande. At one point, there's a nice bit outside the ring where he throws him into the ropes and he bounces off the ropes.
Yeah,
back
that was
towards
nice.
him and clatters him.
I like that.
Lovely bit. Tavion Heights is out. He wants a piece of Briggs, but the ref's like, no, Briggs is having a match over there. But while the ref is dealing with that, here's Rayo and Grande who attack Briggs. This leads to Grande picking up a win with a lovely little submission move.
Yeah.
Hit him with like a double backstabber, because commentary's like 4 whole knees in the back.
Oh my God, 8 knees. So this is Grande picking up a win over Josh Briggs to bounce back from Monday.
And the crowd love him.
Yeah.
It's mad how well the gimmick's working. He was playing like a proper face role in this match. Even though he's a heel, it's weird.
I didn't think it would survive without Chad Gable, and now I'm really excited about what's going to happen when Chad Gable returns.
Right? Yeah.
If they just downplay it and Gable's like, I told you all along I wasn't El Grande Americano. Just deny it forever. I'm going to howl.
Yeah.
Jasper Troy is watching this one from the crowd playing with his chains.
He distracts him halfway through, doesn't he? Because it's like, oh, he's here playing mind games because they're going to have a speed championship match. And he's like, he just rustling his chains in the audience. And he's like,
I love me chains.
Yeah, they're still building Briggs as like the big heel that everyone hates. He's like, he reminds me of Corbin when he was in NXT.
He's got that kind of Corbin. He's got the size. He's got that imposingness. I think once it's all kind of there and just tweaked right, he's going to be a monster. And I think that provided he's booked in the right way, he could be huge for years to come.
He's like an actual heel, and people really don't like him.
Yeah,
he's a bit home bargains Corbin at the moment.
A little
bit. He will come into his own. He will come into his own at some point.
I thought Tavian's outfit was ridiculous. You know, he had like an orange like strap backpack thing. I'm like, what
has he gone hiking?
Yeah, I don't know.
It looked like he just come down from the shop,
like half dressed.
Substantial pockets going on, all that stuff. We get a video confrontation between Ricky Saints and Trick Williams. There's so much animosity. They can't be in the same room.
The old Ricky Trick sit down.
Different sides of the building. Ricky says Trick has to steal the show quite literally. Trick says he's second to none, and Ricky can't carry the brand. Ricky says the NXT. Now Ricky admits that he thought the NXT title would be a pit stop for him, and I thought that's quite a nice little admission. I thought this would be a pit stop, but actually I'm here to really work on this brand and make it my own. I'm glad that you admit that. Yeah, this is a bit of a step.
I thought I was going to do one match here and get called up to work with my buddy, but that's not going to happen anymore. So I'm here for a while.
You know what? I'm all right with that. This is actually what I want.
Yeah.
I wanted to do this. Trick says Ricky is a fan, and if he wants a title, he should go to WWEshop.com. Where there's a sale now on. He promised
for the
to be
low price of £300 more than they were 5 months ago.
There'll never be a sale. He promised to be the last man standing, did Tricky, and Ricky went, oh, well, if that's the case, let's fight now. And they both leave the room, and it turns out they weren't that far from each other, were they?
And Ricky grabs a pipe. It gets pretty heated. They're proper brawling with each other, and it's a big pull apart. And it's like, oh.
Tricky hits Ricky with the pipe.
Yeah.
And there's medics, and they're, oh, is Ricky going to be all right? Oh,
he's
no.
lying there going, grabbing his midsection. So
how can he stand if he can't breathe?
He's going to have some taped up ribs next time we see him, and you know what that is. That's just a big target. It's a big bullseye. It's a red cloth to a bull.
It's a target to a chopper. Target. Thanks, mate. What did you reckon to the sit down with these two?
It was fine. Both good promos. They know what they're doing under there, and I'm excited for a last man standing match. It'll be a good time.
Oh yeah.
Is that next week or the week after? I can't remember.
Next week.
They announced it for 2 weeks' time last week, so it's next week.
It's next week.
Yes. Zaria beats Ren Sinclair in the women's speed tournament.
Lovely, concise action. Loved the lighting.
Yes, thank you.
You like the lighting.
Thank you.
Everyone likes the lighting.
I've got a buddy who agrees to me that the lighting and the production of the speed matches are the best.
They're all right. Yeah.
They should be just projecting the time on the mat above. They should really ramp up the tempo.
They should.
Put
That's
clocks
not a
on
bad
every
idea.
turnbuckle. Like every turnbuckle pad has a screen with a clock in it, and it's
they've
like,
all got
hurry up!
They've all got the sound on, so you can hear them ticking.
It's just there's just a little Brittany mic on Shawn Michaels going, I can't believe you're never going to get over if you can't beat somebody in 13 seconds. Just go.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's really loud. Zaria wins with a spear and the F5 with about 30 seconds to spare. I genuinely think this was an opportunity to show off Zaria as a monster and have a win in like 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Whoop-ah!
Yeah.
Whoop-ah! Ren Sinclair would have been fine.
Yeah.
That might come later in the tournament.
There's only one match left.
Is there? Oh, yeah, there
It's
is.
a really small tournament.
Yeah.
I don't think you can call it a tournament.
It's a fun-sized
matches.
tournament.
Yeah.
It's a bijou
This was the
tournament.
semi-finals
Yeah.
and also the first round.
It's a bonsai tournament.
Yeah.
In the next round, the next round's for the title. So
Yeah.
we had this to establish.
Yeah.
And we went, no, not quite.
I love Ren, but Zaria makes sense to win this.
It needs to be.
She could get to the final and Sol Costa, maybe. Maybe accidentally, maybe on purpose.
Costa del Sol, you say?
Oh, that's good. Oh.
I think I'm in agreement with you, though. We've talked about Zaria before, and I feel like when I first saw Zaria, I was like, okay, and maybe it's just me being preconditioned by wrestling, but I was like, oh, like come in, be an absolute wrecking machine, just like put up the wins over and over and over again in very dominant fashion. So I'm hoping we do get there, and I'm hoping that we do start to see more of that.
Yeah, well, that's what it seemed like with the promos leading up to her debut.
When it was like, walking through like an apocalypse. Yeah.
I've destroyed the world.
Did we mention this last week?
I am the only woman left alive.
We came to the conclusion that the city was just like that when she got there.
Yeah.
Did you do this? Yeah, mate. Yeah, sure, whatever. I guess I did.
Yeah.
She just said, "Oh, this is already burned to the ground before I arrived."
Yeah, I would like to see Zarya as like a big monster, but I do kind of like the Sol Zarya tension that's going on now. I don't mind it.
No, I quite like it as well.
Talking of tension, Kalani Jordan beats Tyra May Steele with a springboard moonsault and an evil glare. We got to see a bit more of this Kalani Jordan heel turn in action here, and I think this is very fitting for her. I think she's leaned into this. I think there's still a bit of work to do, but I think she's really leaned into it. I really like her as a heel.
Yeah.
Post-match, we do have, as we said earlier, Santina Marella on the Zoom call via his hotel room saying that she will defend the Knockouts World title because that's his authority, Jackie Weaver, against Jordan Grace and Lane Lee at the theatre at Madison Square Garden for Gold Rush.
So, I mean, that should be a hell of a match.
They'll have a lovely time.
Yeah, it'll be
Great
good.
match. Hopefully we can see more of Kalani sort of turning heel coming out through that match. I want to see how far it's going to go.
I want to see more Tyra May Steele.
Yeah.
She looks incredible.
Just definitive.
Really
that like reverse angle slam thing.
Yeah.
Like was like really cool. Love
She's
that.
so good because she had that one mixed tag match, didn't she, with Paige and Chelsea, and she was with Tavion. And she looks great there. And then we didn't really see her since, but she's back and she's so good. She's great. She's so fun to watch and like charismatic and easy to root for.
Yeah.
She's just like a proper baby face, but like amazing in the ring.
Yeah.
I love her. I want to push her ASAP.
I want to put her in my pocket and take her around.
He's like, I love her. I want to marry her.
just want to give her a kiss. Javon Evans defeats Saquon Sugars in probably one of the better dark state matches I've seen.
Yeah, definitely.
He runs rings around. He obviously gets a bit of a showing because his strength in numbers, but ultimately he runs rings around all of those meatheads.
Yeah.
Picks up the win.
It was impressive at the end, wasn't it? He just took them all out.
Oh, yeah.
Just
got rid of them all.
rubbish.
Fair enough.
They started off as like, oh, mystery people beating up everyone. And they're just like these bumbling henchmen. They're like the Goombas from the Mario movie.
Yeah,
but without a leader.
Javon like bouncing like a pinball when he's selling everything for Sugars, and Sugars getting cockier and cockier. And I was like, okay, this is really cool. But then it's just sort of like it keeps cutting to the wider like ring shot, and there's just four of them sort of stood around. It's like, just surround the ring, guys. Stop banging on the mat. Like, stop being like annoying. Like, try and interfere or distract. And they just kind of stood there going like, I've got a chain.
I've got a big chain.
I've got a jacket.
Yeah.
Just a choice chain. Mine's bigger.
Yeah.
My chain's bigger. I thought last week they did the thing with Leon Slater on the phone. He's going, hey man, Leon's like, yo, I've got some Yorkshire stuff to do. I'll be back in a bit.
That's what he said.
Yeah, exactly. I've got Yorkshire things to do. I'm from Bradford. I'm Leon Slater. And so this week I thought, this will be Javon Evans, maybe eating a loss, taking a beating because he needs his buddy Leon Slater to outdo Darkseid. Nah, he beat him, Andy. Didn't he, Leon?
Strong.
And you know what? Fair enough. Yeah, I'm glad he won.
If Leon comes back, Darkseid are buggers.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got two now. We're in trouble. The true main event of the show, the actual main event of the show, it's a championship celebration for your new Triple R.
What was its
mixed tag champs, Chelsea Green and Ethan Page.
What was its official title? It was like El Grande.
Muy Grande.
Muy Grande. Yeah. But they whacked the ropes off and everything.
They did.
Yeah.
This was Chelsea and Ethan Page, just absolutely in their pomp. They were magnificent. And they say the name, he appears, or does he? Joe Hendry's music hits. They're ready for him to jump out of that cake.
And they're both like, waiting for him, but he comes out from the stage.
From the stage.
Yeah.
Hey, keeping them guessing. Joe Hendry is going to challenge them for those mixed tag titles at Gold Rush. And if they want to know who his partner is, I was going to keep it a surprise, but all you've got to do is say her name. Say her name. New song sung by Joe. Say her name and she appears. I believe in Thea. Out of the cake. Great.
And everybody,
the pot for Thea.
Everybody gets a pie in the face. It was brilliant.
Yeah, it's good bollocks, isn't it?
Good bollocks.
I liked Chelsea when she's like looking at him going like, when he's like, I want to challenge for those mixed tag belts. And it's like, I don't know how the metric system works back over like in Scotland, but like this you don't have a partner. It's like, yeah.
I don't know why this was the main event segment.
Main event in my heart.
Just nonsense,
the female Joe Hendry, Thea Hale, because of course it is.
The equivalent, I guess, yeah.
They did a nice skit online where Joe presented her with the signature Joe Hendry blue silk t-shirt.
Yeah. That's
cool. So I thought it was a button-up shirt. That was nice.
Yeah.
Do they win it? Do they win it? No.
Too soon, right?
Too soon.
They've only just got him. Yeah.
Do they need it?
Nah. Not
Everybody loves them.
It's true.
That's enough in it. I
does
put Green and Page are a perfect fit together. If Chelsea adds Hangman Page to the team, she could have a Green Book and then undeservedly win the Oscar for Best Picture.
Yeah.
That's the end of the podcast. Points at the wall. Chelsea Green afterwards as well says she's never been creamed on like this in her life.
Is that what she said? I missed that.
Cue several memes from Matt Cardona.
Oh, jeez.
They know what they do.
Yeah.
After Dynamite, we are 2 weeks from Full Gear. We are 1 week from Blood and Guts. Hangman, Eddie Kingston, and Hook saved Tony Schiavone from the beating of his life at the hands of Joe and the Ops. So Tony's out to start the show because he's got a big announcement. And Tony Schiavone then is approached by Samoa Joe, who accuses Schiavone of being involved in all that silliness from last week.
He's completely right, and it's completely fair for him to be annoyed because Tony was just talking away, and Hangman was in the ring pretending to be Tony. There's no way that Tony doesn't know. And also Tony's like, "Oh, Hangman, I want to be your best friend." So no, I think Joe should have gone in there and pile drove him off the top rope to the floor.
Right, yeah.
Very nearly did, had it not been for the champ Eddie Kingston and Hook coming to save the day. Hook goads Joe into putting the Trios title on the line. They were already announced for a Trios main event, but Hook makes him put the titles on the line, and Joe is so angry with all that went on. Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, all right, then I will, you prick." So the main event is now for the Trios title, and it's around this time we have a live stream on AEW's socials where it is announced that they will be introducing the NWA National Championship.
Not the NWA National Championship, the National Championship.
Oh, sorry, the AEW National Championship.
There has been a lot of discourse from people in the NWA since this announcement, because they're a bit like, "That's what? What are you doing?" And also, do they need another belt, man?
It seems weird because they're saying that this one can be defended around the world.
Oh, so can all of them. Mercedes is out there defending them all. But
wasn't that the point of the international championship that they had? But then they unified. But then they're still carrying around. But then they're still carrying around those belts as well. Because Don Callis carries around the two belts that they've retired and the unified one, and now we're getting another one. It's like, what's going on?
And it's like it's one of my biggest gripes with modern wrestling, just across the board, because it's the same in WWE. It's too many belts. There's too many belts. There's just far too many. It makes sense if you've got weight classes. And I get New Japan has a lot of belts as well, but at least New Japan has the kind of weight class system of you're a junior, and then when you sort of progress from junior, you go into the heavyweight division, and then you got the open weights. But like I just feel like this is just if you've got 48 champions, like
none of them
feel special. So, and you can tell me that these belts all mean different things, but like unless it's the big one on either side or the tag ones on either side, those are the ones that we're most conditioned as wrestling viewers from a very young age to care the most about. So when everybody's got gold, it's a bit like, and then I used to like when they, like the Dynamite Diamond Ring, and I thought, are they going to have all these inventive new ways to kind of have different tiers of championship or title? But no, it's just another belt. But at the same time, I'm being very poo-pooey here. It could be something really good, and it could be something that's beneficial, and maybe finally we'll see a bit of reform on these belts and how and where they work and what the rules are.
Yeah.
That's
an optimistic view. I just find it weird that they have just unified two titles.
Yeah.
And now they're adding another title.
That's why they unified two titles.
But they've never
knowing they're adding another.
Yeah, I guess.
They never confirmed or denied, though, did they, whether those belts actually unify? So it's like you have the two championships, which gets you the third championship.
Yes.
But then the two championships still exist.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, if somebody challenges for the title and they win, what happens?
I don't know.
So do they just win the big one? didn't they lose? The other guy loses the other two, and they go back into a vacant slot, or does he win all three? And if he wins all three, then is it just to have somebody with 3 belts as a visual?
I'd assume that they just win the big one, and the other two are just there for eye candy.
Yeah,
they're just there,
like me and Sam. Claudio Castagnoli beats Orange Cassidy in a blood and guts advantage battle. We're gonna potentially have 3 matches where they announced at the start of this between the 2 opposing teams to determine who gets the advantage.
And we've got 2 for the men's side tonight, and I wonder how that's going to lay up when there's 3 of them.
I wonder what will happen.
And there's 1 booked for next week.
Really annoying that they kept advertising Mox versus Roddy in case.
If we need
it's
it.
even,
in case.
we'll have this maybe. It's like,
If we need it.
Just wait, don't advertise that.
Claudio looked great here, carrying Cassidy around like a baby. If you suplex a baby, don't suplex a baby.
Disclaimer, do
Suplex
not.
the baby.
Suplex the baby. Great finish here. We saw Cassidy turn a European uppercut into an orange punch mid-air.
Yeah.
And he goes, here we go. Gonna go for a second one. And Cassidy goes, nah. Cassidy goes up. Claudio goes, nah, you don't. Uppercut. And done. I like the fake out of Cassidy getting that big run up again. These two blended well like a fine wine.
I love these two together. So good. Cassidy was fired up from the start. He didn't use usual stick.
He was, hot start. He went diving straight out on it, didn't he?
Claudio's booked really strong these single matches, which I like.
Yeah.
Made a big deal. And I really like, once again, Brian on commentary. He adds these little details to the matches that really add something. Like he said here, when Orange was thrown into the ropes, Brian was like, well, the ropes are actually made with steel cable.
Yeah.
So that's really going to hurt him and stuff. It's just like little details like that just add something. He's great.
He's been a real breakthrough on this. He really has.
I really like the tight stun dog millionaire in the corner. That was just like, woo.
As he's coming off the suplex.
Yeah.
Lovely work. Yeah, really fun match to properly open the show. Mark Briscoe and Carl Fletcher, they're set for a TNT title match at Full Gear. Briscoe wants it no DQ. He gets his wish. But Don Callis says if Briscoe loses, he will join the Don Callis family and leave the conglomeration.
And Briscoe looks at the sheer numbers and goes, yeah, nothing weird's going to happen here. I'm going to win.
Nothing can go wrong.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be great. I liked when he said I want a no DQ, and Kyle's like, oh yeah, I'm into that. And Don goes, oh, did that turn you on a bit, did it? That's fantastic. But it's a good stipulation. Isn't it? I'm like, ooh.
Because Callis does a really nice job of putting it over to go like, look, because Mark's like, oh, you want my career on the line? No, you're a great wrestler.
Yeah,
I don't want you to retire.
Never want to end your career.
In fact, I want you in my gang.
I don't know how it's going to go.
I kind of hope that Briscoe ends up in there, and then we get this series of vignettes with Don Callis trying to make him more kind of well-rounded as like a media personality or whatever. Like putting him in a suit and like getting his hair like done and swept over.
Yeah, that'll be what we do. That'll be good.
That would be really, really good. Yeah, I think it's more fun to be had if he loses than if he wins.
Get him like an etiquette coach. Oh man, yes. Come on, Tony, do it.
So much fun. The women's tag team tournament continues. The Babes of Wrath take on Mercedes Moné and Athena and win. I like the Babes of Wrath.
Good name.
Might be my favorite women's team in all of AEW.
I want them to walk. I want them to sail into that final and sail out with those titles without even having to wrestle.
I think they could win it.
I really do as well.
I want them to win it.
Some unique double team work from Moné and Athena. At one point, Athena drops Moné onto Harley with a gory bomb.
Yeah.
And I like some of their offense is a bit like, we're not friends, so I'm going to do something that might hurt you a little bit, but will hurt our opponent more.
Yeah, but it didn't hurt because she got straight back up and went, that didn't hurt at all. And then cracked on.
That annoyed me a bit. Incredible show of power from Athena when she picks up and drops both the Babes of Wrath. Like, she's really good in this.
Athena's so good, man.
Billy Starks tries to run interception, but Chris Statlander's there to put the stoppers to that. It leads to Athena eating a Dr. Bomb and her finishing move from Harley Cameron to give the Babes the dub. Onwards they go into the tournament. Feel the Babes.
Surprising.
I was surprised.
I didn't expect this, but I'm really glad it happened.
Who are they going to meet in the final? It's Tony and Mina and Penelope and...
It's not Penelope anymore, as we discovered.
It's Marina and Bane.
Yes.
So I think if we get Babes of Wrath versus Marina and Bane, I'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's it. But I'd equally like to see Tony and Mina.
Yeah, I think it could be Tony and Mina and the Babes of Wrath in the final.
Nice babyface
Yeah.
combo. The Hurt Syndicate and Ricochet, they both declare victory in the AEW National Championship Casino Gauntlet Battle Royale with cheese. This is Tony in the ring declaring that Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, and as Ricochet will reveal himself, have also entered the tournament, entered for the match. MVP calls it the international title, so we're off to a great start.
Fantastic.
Splendid work. I said this on the news with Andrew when we recorded it yesterday. I think Shelton Benjamin.
To win it.
We haven't seen any of the contestants yet, so I'm only basing it on what I know in front of me. Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton would be a really good
Send him around the world.
Wouldn't mind that.
I'd love that.
Yeah, he can still go.
The boy earns it as well. Ricochet still getting monster reactions as a baddie.
They want him out of there. Like, they want him out of there.
Yeah.
He was getting drowned out by the sound.
Wonderful work. Darby Allin beats Daniel Garcia in the second Blood and Guts advantage match.
Hold on. Just real quick, I know we don't go into mega detail here, but we had the Bucks and Callis just before the last match as well, and they're kind of like going, ooh, as he's making very grand overtures, going, come on, guys, yeah.
Come on.
And they're clearly feeling a bit awkward. But then we get Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus after that last match, and Jungle Boy's walking along with Luchasaurus, and he's got a $100 bill, and he's talking about how if the Bucks need money, he's going to leave him a little treat. And then he takes out like a Bowie knife, and he just goes like, into a crate and walks off, and then Luchasaurus comes back to nick the money. He's like, leave it there. He's like,
He grunts. He's turned into Crocodile Dundee. I need Jungle Boy.
Undertaker watching that going, they play with knives over there.
that's not a dinosaur. This is a dinosaur.
I'm a dinosaur. That was fair shout.
Yeah.
That was a fun little bit where they're teasing this $1 million.
It's just the I've got something for you.
Good fun. So Darby Allin beats Daniel Garcia in the Blood and Guts advantage battle. It's one apiece. Who knew?
Oh my God.
They do actual wrestling at the start, which commentary remark upon. Darby Allin's doing some wrestling.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's not
Take
like
that, detractors.
Shut you down.
Yeah.
You mentioned something about Bryan Danielson's commentary adding a little extra gravitas. And even here, where he's talking about he wants the ref to really like follow the rules of the match in order to make sure there's a clear and concise winner, despite the messiness of the Death Riders and the enemies they've made. Like, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's not long before we sort of move away from the little jaunt into wrestling, because Darby shoves Garcia's arm into the hollow of the ring post and then starts talking him and punching the joint as it's locked in place. And that I bloody loved.
Yeah.
I've never seen the ring being used in that way. So I was like,
biting his elbow at one point.
Yeah, he
while
starts
his
biting
hand's
him,
in
punching
there.
him, and his arms being twisted as well.
Garcia keeps teasing the crowd by almost doing the dance, but not doing the dance.
What a heel.
Garcia tries to break Darby Allin's arm on the ring steps, and then just as he's about to get back into the ring, Pac jumps him out. But I didn't recognize Pac at first because he had clothes on. So I saw this mysterious figure just run by, speed of light,
clothes on,
like Shadow the Hedgehog, bang.
He did have his like big winter scarf on and everything, because even commentary were like, what was that? It was like, some guy in all black.
He's not a Geordie, he's wearing a scarf. They don't feel the cold.
They don't wear jewels.
He takes it off and he is like soaked with sweat.
It's too hot in here, like. Daniel Garcia tries to get the win with a Scorpion Deathlock after all this, but Darby reverses it and gets the win. What follows is a conglomeration Death Riders brawl post-match with the goodies holding ground. What did we reckon to Darby and Daniel?
Good.
It was a bloody mess at the end, but it was good.
It was just you knew that Garcia was never winning against Darby here. It was obvious. I feel a bit for Garcia 'cause since he's joined the Death Riders, he's just kind of forgotten about, isn't he? He's just there to kind of look weak because he's not getting booked better than Pac or Claudio. He's just like in the background.
I noticed as well on his ring entrance, he was doing very Moxley thing. Obviously, he's coming in through the crowd and stuff anyway. And you had Moxley there getting in his ear, being like, you got to get out of there and finish this now, so that we've got the advantage. And it was like, okay, a lot of pressure on him. He walks out. It's when he gets over to ringside and he's by the announce table and he starts just sort of walking backwards and forwards like this. And I was like, that's really Moxley.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I was like, okay, like you're almost like
it's like a mini Moxley.
It's like weird. But
mini
at the
Mox.
same time, I think you're right in the way that I thought there was going to be something more there. Maybe it's just that it's not come yet. Maybe we are going to see something. But I think obviously he's still got a bright future. It's just I want them to do something juicy with him. And I think that having him in this position, it's all sort of lined up. He's got to pull the trigger.
Yeah, totally. But it was a good match, good selling from Darby. I kept getting confused this episode because it was like they were building to Blood and Guts, which is next week, but at the same time also building to Full
Gear?
Gear, which is 2 weeks away. And I was like, why don't they just have Blood and Guts at Full Gear? I don't know. It's like they're building two things at once, but one's first.
It's in Newark. It's down the road from me.
Was Blood and Guts one of those ones? Did they like promise it would always be like a TV special?
Yeah, they always declared
they had like the winter is coming stuff as well.
Yeah. So I think it's an extended Dynamite next week.
Yeah,
for it. I think it's extended.
Yeah, it's 2.5 hours.
It's just the tradition of like Clash of the Champions, in it, where it was like the cable special that you don't have to pay for.
Yeah, they're doing that, and then they're doing Full Gear in Newark. Meanwhile, FTR are out. We think to have a big old moan, but they're here to call out Brodido ahead of their tag title match and have a gentlemanly handshake.
But they're here to be abusive to Bandito's grandma.
Not initially, because we go, hey, Brodido, come out and shake hands. But they're locked
bless her.
They're locked in the dressing rooms. They can't get out. And that's where FTR go, well, let's go and abuse their grandmother at ringside.
Real quick. So, yeah, the music plays, and then they don't come out, and FTR go, God, typical. And then it quickly cuts backstage to Renee, and you just hear like bang, 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 and then Brodido on this dressing room door, and you got Stoke just sat there on his phone just watching something going, yeah, I don't know where they've been. They've been like in there all day, but they just don't want to come out. And then as she starts questioning, like, did you lock the door? He's like, have you ever seen The Wire?
Yeah.
He's like trying to
watch The Wire on HBO Max.
Just like, yes.
So good.
Stoke is so funny. I love him.
Yeah, they're insulting the Bandidos. Nana on the front row. While she looks gutted, the few points she has a little smile to herself.
Yeah.
She's having a nice time on telly.
Yeah.
Dax leans in for a kiss and he gets a slap in the face instead.
Brilliant.
A brutal slap at that.
Yeah.
They were being really mean to her. You really felt for
me.
It was the family behind going like, ooh.
Yeah.
Bandito's brother Keith in the mask is also there. They look like he jumps to defend the honor of Nana and he gets beaten up by FTR. Looks like he's going to get a spike pile driver, but at this point we go backstage.
It's like a horror film.
It's like a horror film, isn't it?
Stokes just still sat there going watching the and then bang through the wall comes Brody Kingston.
Brilliant.
So that is how they get out of the locker room, and that is where they run off FTR. We'll see you at Full Gear, you beauties.
And that'll be a hell of a match.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, that'll be unreal.
So good.
Megan Bain beats Mina Shirakawa in a blood and guts advantage battle. Timeless Toni Storm is on commentary. She reveals not only that Mina and her are married.
Yeah, my beautiful wife.
My beautiful wife. Did he got married? Shut up.
Shut up. Keeps telling Excalibur to shut up.
But then invites Excalibur to do commentary on her next orgy.
Yeah.
She was great.
That's nice.
She had a real bee in her bonnet this week, and I really liked
good.
it. Every time Excalibur spoke, she said, shut up.
Yeah.
And then there was just always that awkward hang of like 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And then he'd keep talking again.
Love it.
Penelope is out with her arm in a sling for this one in the corner of Megasus, who overpowers Mina. Mina keeps her on her toes throughout. As the match winds down, we suddenly come to the commentary table where Tony's getting choked out by Marina Shafir. Shut up, Excalibur. This leads to them two having a brawl ringside. With all that going on, Bane hits a running Liger bomb on Mina and gets the 3 count to give the first advantage, to give advantage, I guess, to Team Bane.
Yeah.
At Blood and Guts. Post-match, all the women's Blood and Guts competitors run out and brawl, except Mercedes Moné, who runs out and goes,
don't fancy this.
Why have I even come down? Wouldn't it be more powerful if I wasn't here and there was only the ones and not me there in the final shot?
She runs out and then just goes, I'm at a party I don't want to be at. Starts to leave, then Chris Statlander's there, just a lamper. And therefore it means that the goodies have the advantage in numbers over the baddies. Yeah. So the good guy team stand tall. See you at Blood and Guts next week.
I think the heels have the advantage, right?
Heels have the advantage, but the faces stand tall. That was it. Yeah, heels have advantage, but faces stand tall.
Bane looked great as always in this. She just had an answer for everything Mina was throwing at her, and Mina got those brilliant little flashes of offense, but Bane was just not there to play around.
Proper
really,
power.
it was just like done.
As Tony says, she's a big lady.
Yeah,
she's big. She's great. Massive German suplex.
She's a big bitch.
Big bitch.
She's a big bitch. Main event is the Ops. They retain their trios titles over Hangman Page, Eddie Kingston, and Hook. They break this team down, do the Ops, in very clever fashion. Hook gets his back.
Hook down into two hooks.
Yeah, but essentially they rip him into a Who and a Hook because he does his back in early on. But if you all throw Hobbs around, what do you expect? The medical team are checking on Hook. It leaves it to 3-on-2. We get a nice Kingston Shibata chop fest, which ends with an uncharacteristic low blow from Shibata.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
He runs up in his stink.
Tiny little pink.
Eddie and Hangman rally in this one. They tease a back fist buckshot combo, which we didn't get, sadly. I was intrigued to see how that would have worked. Hobbs then destroys Page, takes him up the ramp, and drops him off the stage with the world's strongest slam.
Bloody hell.
Leaving Eddie on his Todd until Hook tries to save his mate. He tags back in, but
It's
immediately...
like, my back, no! And you can see that you can pinpoint the exact second his back crumbles.
yeah, in that torture rack by Hook.
It's just you go through
Crack. And just as they're signing off with seconds to go, it's Tony that goes, "Oh, next week it's Falls Count Anywhere, Hangman and Hobbs." Oh, cool.
All right, then. Yeah,
Hangman's
nice.
lay there in the rubble of the table going, "What? I didn't sign up to that." Thoughts on the main event?
Yeah, good fun. Good. It got wild towards the end. Really, really picked up. Really enjoyed it. I kind of wish that Kingston was presented as a bigger deal. He didn't do too much here. It's just kind of, it's Eddie Kingston. He's teaming up with Hangman.
There was a period where he was getting in, and I don't know if it was machine gun chops, but he was doing something. He was laying in strikes, and then it felt like Joe kind of came in and went, "No, these are strikes."
Yeah.
And then Joe laid and it was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
So there's a lot of central threads going on. It was a lovely chaotic ending, and I love a big chaotic pull apart, stupid, crazy end.
Yes, it was good fun.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it tied the show off nicely with the opening and the closer. So
Yeah. Decent match to build the feud.
Yeah, the
And
feud
just
must
give me
continue.
more evil Samoa Joe. That's all I want.
Oh, he's so good. Still
so
like
good
the
as a
best
heel.
talker in the business.
Oh yeah.
He's
Well,
opening as well when he was threatening
Tony to
Schiavone.
bits. Like,
Yeah,
with his
so
words.
intimidating.
My little
good.
Georgia peach.
That was it.
Oh man.
They wrote Shades of the Wendy.
Yeah.
That's a
Wendy.
callback, that is. And that was the wrestling this week.
This week in wrestling.
This week in wrestling.
That too.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
Math, we miss you, mate. Ross, we miss you, mate. We've had a lovely time so far, haven't we?
We've had a lovely
been fun.
time.
It's been nice. Been nice to lead one for a change.
I'm excited for this question.
Yeah.
Are you?
It's been I've just been waiting for this the whole podcast.
I haven't read.
Yeah.
I haven't read the question.
I haven't read any of them either, so I'm excited.
We'll find out how we get on. All right. Good evening, diddlers.
Good evening.
Good evening. I've often wondered why there's such a connection between The Simpsons and pro wrestling.
Oh.
Maybe it's nostalgia.
Oh, it's good job I
You missed out on the video version. Joel just knocked his water bottle onto his laptop, but the lid was on.
Not just a laptop, a MacBook Pro.
MacBook, absolutely.
To quote my friend Jojo, my bumhole went all the way in. Anyway, I've often wondered why there's such a connection between The Simpsons and pro wrestling. Maybe it's nostalgia for things that peaked in the 90s. Either way, I still love both. And I'm curious, what are your favourite episodes of The Simpsons? Or maybe favourite quotes, characters, etc. Thanks. Been watching since the redacted days. Yours truly, OJ Simpson.
Come
Him.
on, then.
I
Here we
remember
go.
him. Right, Joel, you have been champing at the bit by the sounds of it to get to this one. So why don't you start us off, my
Favorite
friend?
Simpsons episodes. I mean, there's so many. I do sometimes make a list in my head of like what are my top 5, and I think I've come down to Homer Badman.
Yeah.
That might be number 1. Lisa the Vegetarian. That is up there for me. That's an underrated one. Homer's Enemy, Homer the Great, and then a 5th that I'm not sure about. Could be like Lemon of Troy.
Lemon of Troy is one of my favorites.
Could be the bear one where Apu gets deported. Could be Trash of the Titans. Could be the X-Files one. There's so many.
I always just forget episodes, so I'm
Yeah.
sitten there in my head going, yeah, these, and then somebody go, this one, and I'll go,
yeah.
how have I forgotten that episode? So Monorail's probably
Monorail's
my
a
favorite.
classic.
But the episode where Apu gets fired from the Quickie Mart, I adore. It's weird because I'm not like a musical guy, like in terms of musicals and stuff. But The Simpsons does it. I love it.
The Burlesque
dearly.
House one.
Oh man,
fantastic.
like the timeless gif of Abe Simpson walking in, seeing Bart, and just whistling his way back out straight away. Like, Radioactive Man. Like there's Oh man, Cape Fear.
Cape Fear is
Cape
great.
Fear.
Yeah, that is so good. So many good jokes in that.
Yeah, anything Hank Scorpio, the Hank Scorpio one's the boy.
Yeah.
I mean, you just take your pick with any of those first like 9-10 seasons. It's all gold.
Isn't it?
Homer's Rival.
Oh, what the
one with
Grimy.
Grimy.
Yeah, Homer's Enemy.
So Homer's Enemy,
yeah,
not Homer's
yeah,
Rival. Homer's Enemy.
Yeah,
the
that's
one,
one of
the
the
one with
I'm
Grimes.
Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Just a really lovely, really fun episode to listen to and to watch rather.
Is it the one with Troy McClure marrying Selma?
Yeah, Patty or Selma,
Patty, yeah, but
It might be
marrying
Selma,
the
yeah.
sister.
Fish called Selma.
Yeah, the
isn't
fish
it?
called Selma. That's it.
I thought you said he was dead. No, I said he sleeps with the fishes.
Oh, one of my favorite ever Simpsons lines is it's like, Johnny Tightlips, they got you. Where did they hit you? I ain't saying nothing. What did I tell you, Ma? Tell her to suck a lemon. And then he just goes, dies.
You could just add to that.
Short stories. I mean, there's so many.
Oh, the short stories about Springfield one is my other favorite.
Who shot
is
Mr.
very good.
Burns?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can just ramble off episodes and go, oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
The short stories one was very Python-esque in that it kind of moved from one thing to
It was
another.
Pulp Fiction, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Tarantino.
it also had a bit of Python in there as well, which I liked.
Yeah.
And obviously,
Especially the guy at the end of the car. It's like, is there something funny about a man of my stature driving this automobile?
and obviously Steamed Hams just became iconic for that, and the amount of
Especially by the time the Gorillaz remix came out, like when somebody made it into Feel Good Inc.
They've done it in every possible way. We've had more time with zombie Simpsons than we have with actual Simpsons.
I actively still watch The Simpsons, and I get a lot of flack for it. But I think that I did it because I noticed there was a dip in quality, and I went, I want to work out when it goes, and I want to work out after it goes, the sort of, are there any peaks and troughs that kind of come with this weird sort of wave that it is now, where it's just that base level water. And every now and then there's one, and one of the only ones that's kind of a modern one that sticks out, because we had that terrible Lady Gaga one.
Oh yeah,
where Lisa betrays everything about herself
to
be like, I want to be cool, and it's fine because obviously all kids go through that, but it was just handled poorly as an episode. There's an episode where they all split a lottery ticket, and it turns out that they win, and they're all going to split the money, and Carl runs away with the ticket. And it turns out that Carl has Icelandic heritage because he was adopted by an Icelandic family.
Wow.
And then they go on this big voyage to Iceland to find him. But it's done in a way, like a weird way, where it almost resembles like Icelandic like cave drawings and stuff, and very like traditional art. And it's like, I say cave drawings. I don't know if there are any cave drawings, but it's got that kind of Magna Carta-y style at points. And it's entirely scored by Sigur Rós. And I was like, you know what? If they go out somewhere mental and it's not just another episode of Homer at work does something funny, I'm like, yeah, okay, there's a little bit more scope here, but it's still nowhere near as good.
No,
but
that's it, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, Conan O'Brien, that writing team, like if you listen to them talk about how they would write jokes, and it would have to pass like 3 people with a strong laugh, otherwise it's gone.
Yeah.
So how much gold is just dead?
I know.
Like.
Yeah, it's just Conan, man. You can't replace Conan.
Nah,
He's one of the best ever.
Impossible.
Yeah, so good.
Did they mention that when you talk about like where the dip started, a lot of the times they reckon like around the Principal and the Pauper.
I liked that episode.
Lisa Goes
weird.
Gaga were kind of like the divisive
they
moments.
pinpoint Armin Tamzarian as the Fonzie jumps the shark moment.
Yeah, I get it.
And I get it because it's like, well, we're just going to pretend. But I thought that was like funny when I was a kid.
It's
I was
really,
like, let's just pretend.
It's a really good episode. There's some really funny bits in there where Principal Skinner goes off, screw you, children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes back to his motorbike.
Yeah. It's great.
Well, there you go.
That the lottery episode as well.
Yeah.
They do that in the Dog of Death episode, you know, where it's like Clockwork Orange on Saturday. They play the lottery in the beginning of that episode, and there's a great line where like Homer's really convinced that he's going to win the lottery, and then they don't, and Grandpa's like, I knew you weren't going to win. And Homer goes, well, why didn't you tell the rest of us? Why did you keep it a secret? Oh, it's so good, man.
Oh, man. Homer's, like, anything with the youth. I imagine Homer's age creep now, because I've not caught up, but Homer's age creep's got him as a millennial now. He's probably about my age.
Right.
Like, in terms of when he was a child now.
Right.
So, like, it's...
Because they're loose and fast with when he and Marge
Well, yeah,
met
so
and
it was originally, like, flower power-y, and then a bit 70s-y. And then it was 90s. You saw that kind of flashback to Bart. That's another one where he's swinging round and round and round on the when they live in Capital City.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's I've lost my point. That's my train of thought. Just
I haven't seen the new ones, but I just see clips on Twitter, and I just think like Marge's voice, especially
getting
like,
hard to watch.
She's
now.
struggling.
And the episode where they sort of say goodbye to Edna Krabappel was just like, it was just hard because it's like you're gonna start losing these people for real soon, and it's like,
yeah.
They did a nice episode where they had, I think it might be the last probably decent Marge shaped episode where she was coming to terms with Bart growing up, and she was unwell at the same time, so it was quite like a trippy episode. And it was her coming to terms with the fact that Bart was going to get older and leave one day, and it was really sweet.
Yeah.
So I remembered my thing there. It was the flashing back through time. So there's another episode of sort of the newer seasons where it goes back in time, and now Homer and Marge are at college, and it's the 90s, and Homer invents grunge. So and that was probably about 10, 15 years ago or something. So now Homer will be playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and watching Stone Cold Steve Austin like I did when I was born. And it's like, no, I'm the same age as Homer Simpson, Nelly. Like,
oh my God.
What a terrifying thought. Thank you very much. Any more Simpsons-based quotes to add? Characters?
Oh,
there's too many. Homer's the one for me.
Who's your favorite like ancillary character? Because I properly love Snake.
Snake's good.
Snake's just so good.
Snake's good. Hans Moleman's
Hans
classic.
Moleman, yeah. Jasper, I always love.
Jasper's
Moon pie. What a time to be alive.
It's when he's broken his beard and it's just split like that. He's like, don't worry. He forces it back together. He gets frozen in the quickie mark.
Yeah,
man.
We'll no doubt think of 100 different things later on as well.
Kirk Van Houten. Yeah, share your Simpsons memories.
Yeah,
on this Simpsons podcast.
I think Al Jean's just left. He's just done his final episode.
He's left as
showrunner,
showrunner,
he was there from, like,
but
the start.
I think he's staying on as a creative director, but he's no longer the full-blown showrunner.
Right, okay,
so
maybe,
he'll still have say, I'd imagine, or he'll be a producer or something, but very hands-off.
Well, he can do whatever he likes. I sleep in a bed shaped like a race car. Evening, diddlers.
Evening.
I'm sure everyone knows and loves the video where Chuck Taylor shares his list of ridiculous wrestling names that he came up with, such as No Gimmicks Needed, Steve the Samurai, Frank Grabass Hernandez, and my favorite, Pro Bowler, Benji Ball Return Roberts. My question is, if you had to come up with a Chuck Taylor-esque ring name for yourself or each other, what would it be? Much love, Sport Ball player from Sport Ball Team, a.k.a. Isaac. Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you.
Shagger Joel.
That's a classic.
Shagger Joel.
The Shagger. Yeah. I'll take that.
The Shagger Joel. I guess. The Shagger Joel.
With mine, you've just got to cram the word driver into it as many times because it's obviously wrestling.
Yeah.
That's it.
When I first started,
just change my first name to Pile.
Pile, yeah.
Pile Driver.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, mine's not a play on my
he's
name.
not allowed to use the move because it's dangerous. And I'm just me going, it's the only one I know.
It's who I am.
Every time.
Sam Pile Driver. Is he good at pile drivers?
No,
he's got hemorrhoids.
I never get to the ring because they're like, whoa, you're not allowed in there.
Stop.
Well, you toy with this anyway on your stream.
Be
for you
Emelina. Just turn up and go.
What a gimmick.
Emelina Samelina. You
Samelina, there you go.
Samelina.
Put me in a bath and pay me $1 million. Oh, lush.
When you do your wrestling game streams, you come up with Local Man.
Local Man's my favorite character. TNA have hometown guy.
They have
hometown man.
Hometown Man.
Hometown man
I'm
now.
a hometown man.
We once wrote a letter that definitely got emailed to TNA afterwards. I just minimized it before I sent it. But the chat helped me write it line by line about how they'd stolen his gimmick and Local Man was going to come for them with a chainsaw. And I definitely didn't think better of sending a threat of chainsawing a company executive and not send it. I definitely sent it. Definitely, yeah.
I only found this out after I'd interviewed Hometown Man. I would definitely approach him about it.
Yeah,
definitely approach him about it.
Oh, it's
well,
good.
I already came up with one which I try and use whenever I play a wrestling game, which is the Wrestling Postman, First Class Mail.
First Class Mail.
Nice.
Wow, that's
M-A-L-A,
good stuff.
First Class Mail.
Yeah. And he really does deliver.
He does deliver, yeah. And his finisher is a running stomp, which we call stamp duty.
And is your ring gear just going to be like you in tiny little UPS shorts, but ripped?
Yeah.
Constantly with a package that you give to a fan at ringside and got to sign for. It's a free bit of merch.
That's great. That's such a good gimmick.
Actually, we have a video on our channel, I think, for the 2K24 release, where we all came up with characters and did promos and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I played myself, Mr. Powerful, Alan Powerful.
That's good stuff. That is good stuff.
You thought it's because he was powerful. No, it's just his surname is Powerful. Joel?
Tom, no coke needed.
Oh, yeah. No coke needed.
It's good because it's character, because I do need it.
You do need it. There's got to be something with soup in there. Campbell's soup.
There probably is. The cream.
No,
cream of
the crop.
We give you like a gold dust type gimmick where you're kind of just a bit of a strange outsider, but it's basically just a Campbell's thing. So you're basically your cream of Tom.
Cream of Tom.
Cream of Tom.
Sounds delicious.
What's going to happen
Like Ash
when
by
I make
Elegance.
you eat the cream of Tom? Yeah. I like
You got like your own version of the Nitro Girls, just went big soup cans. Just
Yeah. Show us your cans.
guys. All right, then get him out.
Go on, get them out.
And then at the same time, like how the Street Profits used to have all of those solo cups in the air cannons. Tom's just not told anybody. He's packed all of the cans of soup into the air cannon, and they just go, boom, we're like 200 miles an hour halfway across the arena.
Oh, Benny,
Nails some kid in the face. It's like, oh no.
Cups rain, but I've put full soup cans up there. And they just hit the ground, they dent the floor, they explode on impact.
People start screaming and running.
Oh, Jesus! He's coming!
Some boiling soup.
Hey!
But the babyface should be waiting in the ring for you, and you should just be like, you see that kid there? That's what I'm going to do to you tomorrow night at WrestleMania. And then walk off.
Hit my entrance again.
No, please, God, no.
Where are they all coming from?
When you get a point at the side for winning the Rumble, it doesn't set off pyro. It just sort of seeps out.
Slowly drips down.
So, like,
Just seeps over the side.
The
vegetable chunks start like dropping. It's like, Supermania's running wild.
Coming at you, chunky.
Chunk boy.
Sweetie one for so. Any more?
Oh God.
Any more? Shagger Joel.
I think that's good.
Shagger Joel, and I think it needs
The
to be like,
Shagger.
I think it's like 100 women all line the end.
It's either that, or if it was like 1980, you'd be like Jumpin' Joel Flash.
yeah, that's good.
We have Jack Atkins on our writing team for Cultaholic.com, and he is the rambunctious Jackie Orlando.
Of course,
Yeah,
that's
of
a
course.
classic.
A proper NWA TV gimmick, that is, isn't it?
I love
Like
that.
he's the ultimate NWA TV champion. And he looks a
Yeah.
bit like Arn Anderson did in the 80s anyway.
Yeah.
He's a
Fits
guy.
right in.
That's a good shout. Thank you for that question.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I'll read War Kids. It's Irish name Neve again. I've been meaning to email back in as I felt bad for throwing Matthew off with my name, and also hearing Ross say a lovely Irish name was something I never knew I needed in my life. So thanks, I guess.
Oh.
Anyways, it's that wonderful time of the year again where every man, woman, and toddler are setting off fireworks to celebrate an explosion not happening with smaller explosions. But it had me thinking, and I wanted to throw the floor to you guys. Which wrestler would you say has had the best pyro? First one that springs to mind is Penta. However, after much thought, albeit distracted by the loud bangs outside, my personal favourite is Randy Orton's Legend Killer 05-ish.
That's what I thought when it
Yeah, it
all
just
sprinkles
rains.
down.
Yeah, the golden sparks were simple compared to others, but stood out to me when watching that era. I remember when they did it at ECW One Night Stand, and like Joey Styles' revulsion. Oh, he's got pyro! In the ballroom, we'll get him kicked out.
We could never afford the fire marshal clearance.
Yeah, exactly. Keep up the good work, lads. Also, as a special treat, like once a month, can Tom pop up for the podcast as well? Only if he isn't busy, doing everything and anything all at once. He and all of yous had me cry with laughter nearly every week. Champions League goal scorer Dan Byrne from Blythe, a.k.a. Neve from the Toon.
He's from Blythe, you know.
From Blythe.
But
Thank you, Neve.
I think there's only one that really sticks out first and foremost in my head, and that is it's not just the pyro, it's the entrance, it's the song, and it's the exact moment the pyro starts and what happens when it starts. And it's Batista.
That was
crouches
mine.
down, and then he starts the machine gun fire, and it's going.
Yeah. That was my first thought as well.
Michael's as well with the kind of like behind him was always classic.
Very good.
I liked Sid's. This is much.
Oh yeah, we had the word Sid written in.
This is like I was alive, but I was a potato. So I saw this many years later because my cousin would just have all these things taped, so I just borrowed tapes. But yeah, Sid having his name, I remember felt really special at the time, like watching that tape back. But yeah, Batista's is a hard one to beat.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
JBL that time he won the thing and he got all of the pyro for the night.
Yes.
Did he win anything,
firework.
or was he just 1 week? They just went, we're just going to give him a ton of pyro for our laugh.
World heavy. No, was it on the Undisputed Championship?
I think so.
Yeah,
it was when he won the belt.
He came out to celebrate, and basically, as he comes out, he gets his pyro. Then he gets to the ring and he poses, and they do more pyro. And then he gets on the corner and he poses, and they do more pyro. And it's just like you'd be deaf if you.
See, that was on Raw though, and he won the title on SmackDown. I genuinely think, and forgive me if I'm wrong, I think they just did it on a Raw in 2010 just for a laugh.
Oh, maybe.
I thought it was before that.
I thought it was just for Bants.
I thought it was like.
I thought it was like 05 or something.
05.
I might be wrong.
It was around. I'm sure it was his first win because he comes out and all he does is this over and over again.
Yeah. I can picture that. Yeah, I don't know.
He did it in 2007.
That was
Right.
it.
So it was long after he'd won the title, and it was just again.
Or was it US title? I feel like it was something.
He didn't even have a title. He just came out and just did it.
Weird.
That's a great gimmick.
There's a lovely still of him. If he'd won a belt, he'd have had the belt in his hand.
That's very true. Look at that.
just going off, and going off, and going off, and going off.
Fair play.
I try to think of any like deep ones that are maybe neglected.
I mean, like
Goldberg when I was a kid, like having
Goldberg.
that, like the wall of sparks he walks through, and then he breathes in the definitely safe fumes.
I'm sure this isn't effective.
But I remember being like, he's like a dragon when I was like 7.
I mean,
he's the coolest man ever.
Kane when he's in the ring with the fire coming up.
because
Great.
of a time as well where that sort of thing didn't happen very
Yeah,
often.
the
So
boom.
summon the flames.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's very exciting.
There's not that many good ones now, is there, these days? It's hard to think.
Nah,
Cody's is
they got
good.
rid of it
Cody's,
altogether for
Reigns
ages, didn't they?
sometimes.
Because I think I remember going to. They got rid of it just full stop, and then they decided to bring back percussives. So like when you see pyro, the boom isn't coming from the sparks. There's like percussives that go off that do the booms for you. So they had when I remember being, I think in Florida. I was at a Raw and we were in a really awkward place. So we were sort of like where the curtain is for the backstage. We've got like the screen all there. We're maybe like 4 rows away from that screen, right up on the side, and the ring's down there.
Right, yeah.
But there was no like fireworks or anything, but it was just like bang, 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 bang. And it was like so loud. But then they started bringing it back, and then Cody obviously had a monumental amount on his return. Any on the AEW side? The Bucks had an inordinate amount of pyro the other day.
Yeah, when Bucks just have pyro and summoned by Don Callis' voice.
Simplicity, the Brood,
Yeah,
the Circle of Fire. Yeah.
Classic.
Oh,
Does that count as pyro? I guess it does count as pyro, isn't it?
Yeah.
pyrotechnics.
Pyrotechnics.
Can you do me a pyrotechnic and light show?
Pyrotechnics.
Did you see any fireworks?
We heard a lot of fireworks from our place.
Yeah.
We're in a nice position where we can just look out the window and go, there you go.
That's nice, isn't it?
I left after the stream, and there appeared to be a street rave happening outside. So I slowly made
So
my
there's
way
a
along.
bonfire over there, yeah.
There's always a bonfire there, but I think this is the first year that it was closed. Usually you're able to go in and stand by it. But then there was just this little tent with loads of decks set up, and people just go and ape. And
That's
I was
cool.
like, this is wild. There's maybe about 500, 600 people on the street, and I was like, I need to get through this to get home. So I was like, okay, there's fireworks going off everywhere, and I was like, okay, this is yeah. It was that's what and then on the way home I saw a few more, but it had died off on my end of town, I think, by about 8:30.
Did you see any?
Yeah, we went to a fireworks display in like near like 4 Lane Ends. It's like a little social club place. And they just did it out in a field. But they had like fairground rides and stuff. And we went on
that's cool.
went on that fairground ride where it's like a claw. There's like 3 different claws and it just spins.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, I haven't been on one of those in years. That'll be fun. Let's go on that. So I went on that, and it's you won't mind me saying this, but it's the most I've ever felt my age before. I was just like, Jesus Christ, I can't take this anymore. I used to love being thrown around. I got off it, I could barely stand up. I was like, oh my God. Like, it was horrible. But the fireworks were nice.
They were nice.
Yeah.
There's been a few times in my previous career that I've been asked to host firework displays and bonfire night shows.
So
Like you know, he'll have like they might have like somebody on a microphone going, no, don't forget you can go to the fun fair fireworks, and then you have to do the countdown. And there was one occasion where like I think it was somewhere. I think it was in Gloucester or it was in Wolverhampton somewhere. And I just did the countdown. And you go in, and then you get the nod going, ready to go. So you go 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Nothing.
Oh God.
Nothing. And everyone's looking at you and they're like, "Where are they?" One voice go, "Where are they, Tom?" Look at the guy with the fireworks. He went 2 minutes. I was like, "Why did you make me count?" Everyone thinks I've stopped the fireworks.
They'll
I've been told 2 minutes.
They
apparently,
start pulling their pitchforks out, looking at you.
They honestly got booed. There's booze. People are waiting. And the guy was like, 2 minutes. Why did you make me count?
Did you have to redo the countdown?
We made a whole fuss. We're going to read. And I went, "Are we ready?" I looked at the same guy and he went, "Yep." I said, "Can you confirm that we are ready?" And he went, "Yes."
I remember
terrifying.
There was once when we were kids, we had fireworks like for the garden, and we had a big enough garden that we could do it. And we had all these Catherine wheels, and we had all of the like the little volcano-y ones. I can't remember what they're called, where it's like shoots up a straight line of them. And the Catherine wheels came later, but the conical one on the floor like fell over and pointed back toward the house, and we're all sat there and we went, "Oh no!" So we move out of the way, it's just bombarding off the back wall. And then later on, me and my brother were like, "Yeah, but one Catherine wheel's really good. But what if we like did 3 Catherine wheels at the same time, nailing them into a wooden fence?" And then my dad going, "Right, I'll light them." And it's like, this is going to go bad. And the whole fence just starts to smoke. And it's like, hopefully it's not going to catch on fire. Get a bucket of water.
Like, oh my God.
Okay.
That's terrifying.
It's just going over somebody's car as well.
Oh my God.
Parked by the side.
And as the sparkler of opinion fizzles out, this is the point where we say to you, if you'd like to have your question read out on the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast, email mailbag@cultaholic.com.
It's Cultaholics.
Big question.
We made it. The first, and as Joel pointed out, the first podcast in the history of the podcast without any of the 3 founding fathers.
We've made history.
I know. It's been
What
crazy.
is it?
This.
Episode 410 or something?
And we've
Maybe
made
a bit more.
history.
On the 8th anniversary
Jeez.
of Cultaholic Wrestling. All we need now is any major wrestlers passed away?
What
No?
we need-
He's dead! No,
Yeah,
it's
any
fine.
breaking news? It is fun when
We should just attach them all together and do a mega one and see who wants to watch it.
Someone will.
How many
8,000
hours would that be? Yeah, probably more.
I don't know which would be a more divisive opinion. Do you want to listen to 410 episodes of the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast in one go? Or should Logan Paul become WWE World Heavyweight Champion?
That's a big question.
That is a big question. This week on Raw, we saw Logan Paul essentially join the vision by handing his knucks to Paul Heyman, kind of supplanting Seth Rollins in that position in the group, potentially. And with all the conversations about how much Logan Paul, as a wrestler, has taken to wrestling as well as he has, it leads to the question, should they therefore embrace the fact that they've got this mega heel in their company and make him world champ?
So the qualifier here is should, not will, right? Because they will. I think
Do you think they will?
I think they will, but should. It's like it's the Jurassic Park conundrum, innit? It's like you spend too much time wondering whether you could. You never thought whether you should.
Yeah.
But it's obviously one of the most divisive questions I think out there for the entire WWE fan base. There's no real easy answer that I guess satisfies everybody with it.
I'd imagine most people would say no.
Yeah, I think most people would say no, and they wouldn't want him. And I think that it's still that kind of hangover of, like, if you take everything else out of it, because there's a lot going on there, if you take everything else off the table and you just go, it's a celebrity, full stop, base level, a lot of people would still say no, like, even though he's put in the time. Obviously, right, around the time we launched, it was a very difficult time for us financially, and that difficult time was made exponentially harder by a man going on a trip to Japan just after we managed to get clearance for monetization and making it so that adverts just weren't showed on YouTube for months, which meant more credit cards, Logan.
Yeah.
More credit cards, thank you.
Here's a bill.
But like speaking as somebody who obviously had, like my career was affected by him and in a weird way, but it was affected by him as it did with many YouTube channels. I still think, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for it, but I think they should do it.
Wow.
I think that I don't want them to do it. I don't agree with it personally, but I think that if you are able to build intrigue enough and they are kind of looking to just do this whole, you know, big moments, look at all these celebrities, look at all this, come along, you're missing out all the fun, FOMO, watch WWE. Logan Paul's one of the biggest celebrities in the world, whether we like him or not, and I think that having him on the books is no short kind of decision. They've weighed that up. They've taken that into account. And he could have gone to AEW. Not that they probably would have had him, but he could have gone to AEW, could have gone anywhere to wrestle, could have just not wrestled at all. But I think that bringing him in and then Prime was everywhere. And then it was sort of like, this feels like it's a bit of a long-term partnership. We were scared about him winning one belt. It happened. And now it's the big one. I don't know. Is it better for him to take the company belt or is it better for him to take the World Heavyweight title? Because the WWE Championship, because again, I've seen a load of people talking about stuff like this as well, where it's like, well, what qualifies a World Championship? And I guess being defended globally makes any belt a World Championship, but your tippy-top World Heavyweight Championship versus the WWE Championship, which is maybe the biggest prize in the company, but it's the company belt. So I think that you could give him maybe the company belt. I don't think you can have him beat somebody definitively amazing unless you're really going to work this into a story and his acting chops improve big time. I don't want to see it devolve into KSI and Jake Paul and the sidemen everywhere. And I just think that if you're going to do it and you're going to pull the trigger, should the stars align in a way where they can make a lot of money without turning away all of the audience, I think they should do it.
Yeah.
Headlines everywhere, innit?
Which is easier said than done. Because I think if he does, there's obviously loads of pros and cons in there. Yeah. But he would get a lot of traction.
It'd get trashed.
It'd get a lot of heat. And there would be people who'd just be like, right, I'm done. I'm not watching that. But it would also get a lot of eyes onto it.
And if you lose people, what if you replace them with more? That's the kind of mentality I think that TKO would have.
But, like, I don't want it.
No, I don't want it either.
I don't want it.
I'd like for him to fall, like, super close to it. And then you can say, like, you know, he is on that level. But I don't think he needs the belt. Or maybe give him his own social media-based belt and have him go on a big ego run.
The new Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I disagree. And I don't think he should.
Okay.
Because I don't think he need. Like, I think you can have Logan Paul as part of the product. And yeah, you will get that buzz of like, what have they done? It's only a like in the David Arquette situation because it's a celebrity. It's someone who found fame outside of wrestling than came into wrestling. I think Logan Paul has brought more to wrestling than David Arquette did in that situation, I would say. But I think Logan Paul's role in the company, I think he doesn't necessarily need to be the world champion in order to bring eyes to it. I think Logan Paul's role is, I think, you know what, it might be something that happens down the line, but I think at this point in time, now he's doing the vision, some people are going, oh, will it be Logan Paul that beats Punk? Not when you got Bron Breakker there for a start.
This is it. It's like, I think that any sort of Logan title run will come a long time from now, if it does happen. Because I feel like there's still going to be this element of they're going to want to be able to kind of put him in there for years, right? So they can say he's not just a social media person anymore, like they've been saying for months and a couple of years now already. He's a full-time wrestler. Like, you've got to get used to him being a wrestler, so you've got to stop thinking about him like a celebrity, and they're conditioning us for when they do it. So I think that it's one of those things that I think will come maybe a couple of years down the line from now.
I can see it
and
happening.
It'll be brief, but it'll be memorable for them, and then they can quickly have a mega baby face come in like LA Knight and take it from him, and then immediately mega baby face.
And with the way WWE is now, where it's just they don't really care too much about the wrestling anymore.
No,
it's just
headlines
all about
and
money,
traction.
moments, all that kind of stuff. He does fit into that. It would be money, and it would be
He's
moment.
the man who brought the drone into the company, and God, they love that drone.
They
love the drone now.
So are you suggesting you have him win the WWE title rather than the World Heavyweight
Championship? Well, at the
Championship?
same time, the problem there is the way that the WWE title was founded is that the Worldwide Wrestling Federation was formed after a split with the NWA over a booking disagreement with Buddy Rogers. So they didn't want to drop the title. They were forced to drop the title, and they went, well, fine, we're going to go start our own thing with blackjack and hookers. And they founded the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, or there was a thing by that time, and they basically founded the title. So that was their World Heavyweight Championship. That was their big prize. So there's two camps, I guess, in the title. You know, people who kind of look at this stuff, and it's like, well, which one is more important? In theory, it's the World Heavyweight title because that's the world, and the company is secondary. But the company title's been the World Heavyweight Championship for as long as I've been alive, and way before that. So I think it might be that he becomes World Heavyweight and he gets big gold.
Yeah. So because what Cody
that's
holds
like the
is
secondary. Cody's is like the ultimate.
Cody's
prize.
is the
That's
ultimate
the one
one.
Roman
That's
is
it.
like.
Yeah.
You know.
Logan Paul. I could maybe see him.
Cody's one's got the
Maybe.
the Bruno Sammartino reign is attached to Cody's.
Yeah. I think you keep Logan away from that. But with the world title, I think you can get away with it. I think obviously there's
I think that's more likely. I could see it happening.
as terrifying as it
I,
sounds.
as well, I think they should do it just because I like when things like John Moxley repeatedly when it happens, and I like quickly jumping on Reddit going. Just to see the initial reaction. So I think that would be a monumental
Like the world up in flames.
the world would just carry like
Yeah.
and it would be like, right, now how do you book yourselves out of this?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be worse than Roman Reigns beating Taker. That was the year I was there with the weird pyro. Comes out to open Raw and he stands there for 5 minutes, and every time he lifts the mic it gets louder and louder.
That was brilliant.
And then he goes, "This is my yard now," and just walks off. And it was like, okay, like interesting. But it's going to take like an Oscar-winning story, I think, to get Logan Paul over as a babyface with people.
Whether or not you ever. What? Interestingly, you say that, but on Raw, when it looked like he was going to side with
That was
Punk,
it.
there was a pop for him.
But this is the divide now, because it's not just tribalism. So you've got tribalism like us versus them, 2 companies, 3 companies, 4 companies, whoever's arguing with anybody. Now you have a divisive split within the fan bases. So I studied fandom at uni, so this is really interesting that it's happening. But basically, there's a split now where it's like, well, we're the real fans, and the ones who are going, they're not. And then the ones who are going are going, well, we're paying out the arse, so we're the real fans.
Yeah.
You're the ones sitting at home. So you've got 2 sides kind of facing off against each other. And in the arena, you've got people going wild for everything. And then online, it's like, oh, it was crap. And then it's, are we all just jaded now? Have we all kind of seen everything? Is that what's happening? Like, but at the same time, charge less for your tickets, goddamn.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to see the fan base continue to split and split and split over divisive matters. And I think something like this might rip the entire thing to shreds.
Yeah.
But that might be what they want.
Yeah.
They might just want to destroy it all and start again from a new foundation in terms of like fan relationship.
Yeah.
Well, that is something for us to ponder on and for you to ponder on in the comments down there about Logan Paul potentially becoming the man in the company.
It's an interesting theory.
Yeah, that's just a theory. A wrestling theory.
An Austin theory.
An Austin theory. It is heading into the weekend now. Happy Friday to everybody. Anything that you want to plug?
We've got plenty coming out on the channel this weekend, so do keep your eyes peeled.
Loads of stuff. No classic SmackDown review, though, I will say. Obviously, Maff is away, and when me and Maff are back together, we will continue watching every episode of SmackDown from its very beginning. We did drop a 4-hour WrestleMania 19 retro reaction. I worked it out, and since Friday and to today, I've recorded 13 hours of podcasts.
Wow.
Who needs that
moly.
much? Not even my wife needs that much of me talking.
That's why she has the Tom cupboard.
That's it. It keeps me there.
Puts you in a big bird cage, and she's like, enough, and she pulls the blanket
when
down.
I'm being too annoying, and I'm
You just asleep immediately.
She gives me some seed before I go in. It's fine. You'll hear the classic Raw review. It's myself and Jackie Orlando watching In Your House D-Generation X on Monday as well. I want to give a quick plug to Guy Evans. His fundraiser for his new trilogy of books about the story of Hulk Hogan is now live. I had a lovely chat with Guy Evans all about it. It's on the podcast feed. Defo worth checking it out. Guy Evans, a lovely man, and he's putting together something really magical, and you can check out his socials as well for details on his trilogy of books that he's got coming very, very soon as well. Joe?
I got nada. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Well, you'll hopefully have the trilogy back next week, the Holy Trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe
Fingers
so.
Crossed.
Yeah.
Should be. We'll find out together. And that is the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast for Friday. Well done, everybody.
Beautiful stuff.
We've made it through. And this is the part where I do believe that we all
point to the wall.
And we all say something significant from the podcast today.
Which
is, on 3, we'll say, up yours, children. 1, 2, 3.
Up yours, children.